Good evening, radio fans, and a happy new year from those of us here at Davey Max Tales from the Satellite. I'm your host, Bobby Tamburo, and joining me as always is the baby new year in all of our lives, the man giving us hope, feeding our dreams, making our inspiration have validation. It's Eastside Dave McDonald.
Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you all of the East Side Davidians out there, the Dave Pound, the Dogsies, trademark that one, because, other folks are kind of doing their own variation of the Dogsies. But nevertheless, to all of the thousands of Daviacs in existence, I can't thank you for the support of 2025. In all honesty, it was a phenomenal year for us. Everything grew. I don't know how, but we were at like 5,000 or something subscriptions on YouTube, and now I'm over 7,000. All of the YouTube downloads are up. All of the Libsyn, the podcast numbers are up, and we're talking Davey Max Sports Program, Boom. The best independent sports show ever. Period. And huge upswing on the DMSP. And obviously 2025 was the debut of Modern Day Man, myself and Aaron Berg doing old school radio, daddy, mixed with a little improv, mixed with a little just good old fashioned fun. That's what Modern Day Man's all about. You like your old school Ron and Fez's? Try Modern Day Man with Davey Mack and Eastside Berg is what I was going to call him. Oh boy. With Eastside Dave and Aaron Berg. That's what we're going for. Just, radio, improv, comedy, insanity, fun. And of course this show. It's on fire. So it's really been a fantastic. Actually, 2025 was a damn good year. And I'm thinking 2026 is going to be a phenomenal year. I have a lot of good feelings about 2026. Don't let me down, 2026, because 2024 was terrible. 2023 was terrible. 2022 was terrible. 2021 was terrible. And 2020 was terrible. Okay, Dave, the Dave man got hit hard. I'm not trying to guilt you, Robert, but no. Are you aware that there was a lockdown and then my dad died in the hospital and I wasn't allowed to go see him because of people like you who locked us all down? Because hold on, Robert, I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant. People like Robert locked us down and wouldn't allow us to see our dying parents in the hospital. Do you think that caused a little bit of anger in the Dave man? You betcha. But they say time heals all wounds, and I've been feeling happier. Well, maybe that's because DMSP's on fire, Modern Day Man's on fire, Tales from the Satellite's on fire. Robert, you know something that I did?
What'd you do?
For the Yaddle Chattel fans? Because Yaddle Chattel is a post-Star Wars show. So anytime there's a Star Wars show or movie, right, that's when you get Yaddle Chattels. But it's been months without a new movie or new series. So just to give them something fresh in 2026, I took the Eastside Dave Star Wars Spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
MP3'd it and put it on the Yaddle Chattel feed. So if you want the MP3 of the Eastside Dave Star Wars Spectacular, myself as Luke Skywalker, Roy Harder as Han Solo, Big A Andrew Gold as Grand Moff Tarkin, Daniel Bobo Curlin as R2-D2, Gavin McGinnis as C-3PO, Anthony Kumi as Darth Vader, and Flutzy as Princess Leia, on and on and on. The stars come out for this show. So, hey, if you ever wanted to listen to it like a radio show, now you can. That's on the Yaddle Chattel feed. And you know what? I'm shot out of a cannon because it's just New Year joy. 2026 is going to rock. I feel it. And if it doesn't, I'm holding one person responsible, Robert Tamburo. It's going to be Bobby's fault and only Bobby's fault if 2026 is disappointing. I can't go back to 2020 through 2024. I was close to climbing to the top of the Chrysler building and taking a swan dive, okay? And I was going to pull a Rodney Dangerfield and do the triple Lindsay right there off the Chrysler building. All right? We're not, we can't. 2025, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. And for the first time in 5 years, it's not a train that's about to just decapitate me. Did you know, by the way, Robert, that's happened in my local train station in Spring Lake, New Jersey, multiple times, where people have walked in front of the train, I guess, to kill themselves, and their bodies literally blew up like the Death Star?
You know, I was talking to somebody about that. That is one of the most selfish ways to kill yourself, because you fuck up everybody's day who's got to take a train.
Yeah, it's so sad.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just really.
I know.
They're much better.
I gotta get to work now, they're looking for Bob's arm. It's over there. The leg is over here. It's too much.
And they're doing a full investigation because you didn't leave a legible note because you got sloppy handwriting,
and because I was the one convincing Bob to go out anyway and go in front of the train.
Now, I do think it's interesting that you say the past 4 years made you want to kill yourself, and now you feel good. And instead of looking at the guy who was kind of like the angel in It's a Wonderful Life, who was there like, no, Davey, we'll get through this. Sure, Davey, you want to do another podcast? Let me help.
You're right. Hold on. Let me just stop you right there. I want to go out there and I want to publicly right now thank Roy Harder for years of friendship and support. He's the only one.
Well, maybe then you put all the pressure of 2026 on Roy.
Hey, can I give you some controversy, some backstage controversy? I think Tales from Satellite fans are going to enjoy this. Sean O'Barry on New Year's Eve texted Happy New Year's, and I have two group of friends. We have the thread of Tales from the Satellite, and that's Bobby, of course, Jared Fishman, White Jared, Jedi Jared for Yaddle Chattel fans on the first 100 episodes, anyway. And myself. Then Sean O'Barry decided to do a nice little thread, a group chat. Happy New Year, Sean O, myself, Chris Pepper Stanley. He left out Roy Harder.
Oh my God.
I then texted Happy New Year's, everyone. And I started a whole new chat and I included Roy on the text. But controversy for the first time ever. The two Long Island guys, by the way, Sean O'Barry and Roy Harder, who play in multiple bands together.
Yeah,
Torpedo, their instrumental band. Pearl Jam New York, PJNY. They're phenomenal Pearl Jam cover band, which I saw personally. So I vouch for how phenomenal they are. And so we're having I don't know. Is it the dissolution of a rock group? Is it a Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, 1979? That's it. I hate you. I can't be around you anymore. I'm going to start working with David Coverdale. I don't know.
I like to think that Flutzy's the Yoko Ono driving those two apart. Roy tries to include her, and Sean's like, we don't need that shit.
Oh, Flutzy. But so there's a little controversy for you, but we're all good. Everyone's we all wished each other the Happy New Year's and the happiest of times, and 2026 full steam ahead, giving you more entertainment, including Tales from Satellite, baby.
Absolutely. And we're going to start this. It was kind of interesting. You said Eastside Berg with his last name. That gives it a whole different connotation. And that leads us into our topic today, actually, which is a radio war. Radio war, as requested. It's Eastside Dave and Ron and Fez.
That's my Sleeves impression. Not bad, right?
No, that's actually a really good sleeve.
I could do a little Gallagher the brother. If Sleeves, I got a beard. So I'll
Yeah.
just all I need is that silver stuff to make me look like Uncle Howdy from the WWE. You know what? Sleeves is the original Uncle Howdy. I think Uncle Howdy from the WWE is completely ripping off Sleeves. Wouldn't be the first time WWE's ripped off one of us. So Sleeves, if you want to, I do like Uncle Howdy, but Sleeves, you might want to sue. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
look at Uncle Howdy. Tell me that's not the exact gimmick that Sleeves dresses in and does. He goes for old creepy man with beard and long hair.
1,000,000%. I just was gonna say I personally don't know enough about like
Uncle Howdy
and no. Like copyright infringement law and like, can you steal somebody's personality? If so, we might have some other Ron and Fez lawsuits on our hands of people stealing people's personalities.
Oh, geez, Robert, bringing in the hot heat. I'm making this a fun, happy holiday episode. Robert's bringing in the hot heat today.
It is entitled Radio War, and so let's bring a little bit of heat. But the reason why I picked this topic to start the new year out is one thing I've heard you say over and over as the year ended and the new year begins is like shows about other shows are the laziest form of content. And one thing I think all the Ron and Fez fans
hold on, except for this show.
Well, this is about your content, so it's different.
What's different is this is not what we call drama cast, which is the very awful trend of current podcasts just shitting on current podcasts, and then those current podcasts that get shit on then shit on other current podcasts, and it's just one, and everyone is just eating each other. It's the human. Well, I was thinking more of the human centipede type of just everyone shitting in each other's mouths and things and connected to one another. It's terrible, in my personal opinion. This is a retrospective show.
Yeah,
much different
like documentary.
This is where we're looking back. We're breaking it down from one of the insiders, quite frankly, one of the big time insiders ever, quite frankly. In Davey Mack. So that's the difference between Tales from the Satellite and the others, the drama casts, as we call them. Go ahead, Robert, please.
And almost what we're doing here is like a positive look back. Of
course.
I mean, giving compliments, things along those lines. Whereas the other shows were done more out of maliciousness. And the reason why I say that in particular is if you look at that whole trend, I don't want to point any fingers, but truly kind of where it started was O&A with their Jocktobering and their pests. And anyone they worked with, it seemed like inevitably they had an issue with, except for Ron and Fez. Like truly almost to the very end, they were friends with the Ron and Fez show. You guys had a running history with them. I mean, at the time you were both doing 2 shows, 2 different networks, like somehow in the closest of quarters. I mean, you and I work together mainly over a computer, but we hang out enough that we have blow up fights, and it seemed like a very rare occasion that there was ever an argument between the two. And in general, Ron and Fez as a show, like you've said, it has created their own universe.
Yes, I understand. What's your question? Is there a question here?
No,
I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but I mean, O&A and Ron and Fez get along. We know,
right?
This.
So the reason why we're looking at this is it's the one of the few times I saw you guys didn't get along, and B, it's kind of more looking at how you guys handle just in general, like another show attacking you or an argument on radio.
Okay. All right. So this is a time where there's a little bit of an O&A Ron and Fez feud is what you're trying to tell me.
Yes. And specifically, It seems as if it's an O&J versus Fez feud.
Opie and Jim
Anthony try to wash their hands of it.
Opie and Jim Norton versus Fez. There's some drama here. Okay, I think I know where I think I know where you're going, but go ahead, please.
And as an O&A Ron and Fez listener of both, you just kind of started your day, and somebody called in and said, "Hey, I heard you guys had some beef with Ron and Fez," and it almost seems out of the blue. And Jim makes a comment about, we can't really talk about that, but if they want to, they will on their show. And Opie's like, yeah, it's crazy. They get the whole morning to listen to what we do, and then they just do it. And it seems like 2 very different splits right away. Like Jim's going, this is an HR issue, and Opie's going, this is a ripoff. They're ripping us off, which is the Howard routine.
Okay, I'm okay. What are we establishing here? So there is an event that happened,
right? And the audience really has no knowledge, and the only thing we hear from O&A their whole time is it has something to do with the Ron and Fez show, and they don't want to talk about it. And that's basically what I'm setting up. What the one thing that's interesting to note, and this is kind of
let me comment on that.
Okay,
because you just asked the question. The Jim Norton sounded to me from what you just said that he was trying to work something and have some kind set up something fun, which is great. Anytime someone wanted to do that, we were all for it. Ron especially. Like if Jim Norton wanted to do cross promotion, 1,000%. Anthony, 1,000%. Let's not forget, Ron let me one time when we were doing the 2 shows. He let me go out after the Sirius XM show concluded at 3, go out drinking with Anthony until 6, just as long as you bring back Anthony to the 92.3 Free FM studios at 6 p.m. so he can do the show. But you can go out and literally get blasted if you want. Just make sure Anthony comes back. So I, in fact, did that. I absolutely got blasted, but every 15 minutes, you're coming, you got to come up to the show, man. Otherwise, I'm going to get fired. But to Anthony's credit, he did. Point being, if there was any time for a cross promotion, our side was 1,000% down. Like we didn't hesitate at all. We're like, oh, bring it. Sounded to me like that's what Norton was doing. Also sounded to me like maybe either Opie didn't pick up on it or was just deciding to weird little dig for for a very random reason, just kind of letting the inner, I don't know, so some of the inner Freud just came out there because that was a little strange.
We are, one of many who point out the flaws of Opie here. I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt when we see where this bit ultimately ends up and say, I don't think he was trying to make a dig or anything else. I think they were both trying to set up something.
Okay.
Both had a different launching point, but it's weird how they both right away. It's almost like their biggest fears revealed. Like when you accuse somebody of something, it's a reflection of yourself. Like Jim's whole thing, it's an HR issue. And Opie's thing is they're ripping us off.
Yeah, it's if we're trying to set up an HR issue, that's where you should concentrate on. If it's a worked, in other words, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, they're going on vacation, they're going to get suspended, right? If we're going to do that time old, radio thing, then yeah, what you don't want to necessarily do is be like, oh yeah, those guys suck. Yeah. So we're going to start a feud with them because they suck. It's the same thing that they talk to you about with, excuse me, with wrestling promos. If you're giving a wrestling promo, you're not going to say, hey, I'm going to, this Saturday, I'm going to beat, we'll say the guy's name is Freddie Smith. I'm going to beat Freddie Smith because he sucks. He's a crappy wrestler, right? Well, no one's going to want to then go see that fight. No one's going to want to see the match, nor is it a big accomplishment when you beat Freddie because you just said Freddie sucks. So what's the point of that? So if you do a feud, you should actually build the show up, not tear it down. So instead of they're ripping us off, they continue to gain in popularity. The Ron and Fez show, which was the case. I will quote the same gentleman, Greg Opie Hughes, who during a drinking show came on our show. Ron had me drink, what's that vodka? Tito's. He had me drink Tito's vodka out of his shoe, and Opie into the microphone said, no wonder more people are listening than you guys. You guys have a bigger audience than us. All in one sentence. No wonder more people are listening to you guys. You guys have a bigger audience than us. I'll never forget it. So the point being, not to be a pop psychiatrist here, but this would make sense that this was around the time where we were surging. And Opie knew that. And so I'm going to throw a little thing in here. Very, very, very sabotaging, because it's really cross promoting everyone, and rising tide floats all boats, as they say.
It absolutely could be that. Now, the only other benefit of the doubt I'll give Opie before we just completely go back to treating him like normal is you're doing a work.
I mean, I don't think I don't want you to present this show as we're just here bashing Opie every episode.
No. I mean,
most episodes we don't talk about him.
Very true.
Yeah, let's not
usually.
Yeah, we bash Opie. It's just we talk about everything that we talk about honestly and openly on this program, and that's it.
Absolutely. And for the new fans, I get accused of having too conspiratorial or too critical of an eye sometimes. So I meant, before I go back to putting my investigator's cap on, the only thing I'll say for Opie is you're about to go on vacation. You need a reason to make up. Perhaps the last thing you want to do is go, there's an HR issue between our show and another show, so that somebody goes, there's an HR issue, until HR goes, what's this HR? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to work yourself into a shoot. That's the only.
Yeah, I guess you generally want to stay away from HR, especially in radio. They don't understand. It's like, and it's, I unfortunately had to have 3 meetings with HR people from between XM and then Sirius XM. And they're all the same. When you try to talk about what was going on the radio, they just look at you like you might as well have murdered 14 children for the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico. They look at you with fear and terror, because they're like, so what happened? And I'm like, well, the only reason why I was chasing people with feces on my finger is because 6 of them were trying to duct tape me to a chair and shave my head. And I didn't want that to happen. Last time I checked, that's assault. Also, so that's where the defecation came from. I can't help it. I was scared. And then I touched my hand. And then for the kung fu bodyguard, security guard, Master Po, to then karate kick me in the stomach. Like, I've been assaulted multiple times here. Why am I meeting with you? But when I would explain this to them, and that's obviously an actual incident I had to go to HR for, and there were a few of them, it would be like I was the bad guy. It would be like I was Freddy Krueger. They would be like, but you were chasing people with shit. I'm like, did you hear the part where they were trying 6 O&A guys were trying to tie me to a chair against my will, and I had to fight out, literally fight out with elbows and fists, and then they ran like a bunch of pussies. Did you hear that part? Did you hear the part where the guy who says he's a black belt in karate fucking gave me a Shawn Michaels sweet chin music to my ribs?
I thought this was America, where we let them attack first and then we overreact. I thought that was what we were built upon. You hear the nuclear bomb, Hiroshima? That was us, baby.
The powers at be at Sirius just never liked me for no reason. None whatsoever. The poster boy for people those people just didn't get it. They just didn't get it. It was always Crazy Dave rather than Creative Dave, which is the truth. Anyway, I'm in good spirits though, man. It's 2026, Dow.
Truly. And what it boils down to is the classic saying Ron would always say, it's the t-shirts versus the suits, right? Like,
it really is though. It really is, because the most boring humans on the planet run every company. And then we Americans go, why does everything suck right now? It's because every single company that you like is run by the worst, most non-imaginative dullard on the planet. That's why.
This is just a quick tangent. Over the holidays, I have a family member who's getting trained to be a medical professional. And
what does that mean? Doctor?
Something along those lines. I don't want to give too many details.
All right.
Yeah, like doctor, nurse practitioner, one of those things where they're getting to train with the patients now and actually provide care, and they're getting their first dealings of like health insurance and the administration. They were really bogged down, and so I finally had to pull her aside and be like, "Hey, I'm going to teach you a metaphor. You're what's called a t-shirt. You wear the scrubs. You do the work. It's you versus the suits." And it's fuck the suits for life.
I don't know if t-shirts versus the suits works in every industry, but nevertheless, how did she respond?
She got it. She was like, "Oh, I see what you're saying now." Like, just because
Oh,
we're in the same business doesn't mean I'm on the same team as those guys. I have to do my job the right way and figure out how to do it within their rules.
it's a sad lesson that I've learned way too late in life, which is it really is the weasels and the absolute backstabbing little pieces of garbage that get ahead. It is. If you have a lot of creativity, but then you also have a terrible anchor, which I have called integrity. Where I if I don't like something or if I was mistreated, I will let them know you're a piece of shit. There are probably plenty of times where I could have just kept my mouth shut. But then again, I don't want to. When someone acts like a piece of garbage, I must call them out on it. It's just unfortunate that so many pieces of garbage control the radio industry.
Every industry. We joke.
Yeah,
that one
you're
of the
right.
reasons-
Harvey Weinstein, P. Diddy. I mean, so that's movies, music,
No, I mean, all kidding aside, we joke, but one of the times I would listen to you guys the most was when I was working at Dick's. And it was truly like the workers versus the managers. Like there is a t-shirt versus suit thing in every situation. And you just got to realize that.
Know what my least favorite job is at Dick's, Robert? Sucking.
That's good. Can I have that?
Did you? Was there a lot of Dick's humor, Dick's jokes?
Yeah, I mean, that was my first 5 minutes for a while, just doing Dick's jokes on stage.
Hey guys, I got Dick's jokes, and everyone's like, "Oh, no, the sporting goods store."
Oh,
not. I don't have penis comedy. I have humor about the sporting goods department.
What I would do is do my run of Dick's jokes, and then I'd end with no more Dick's jokes. And
how many years did you put in at Dick's? How many? That made me laugh. How many years?
I think like 7.
7. Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have a lifetime card? Can you go like buy a basketball for like 80% off or something?
No, I usually go in and it's almost like who's that guy who went to hell to get his wife and all the souls tried to like grab him when I go.
Like, Robin Williams. What dreams
back.
may come. That's a movie that a lot of people have completely forgotten about, but I saw that in the theater and enjoyed it.
It's a great movie, but that's what it's like when I go to Dick's. They're like, "Come back, we could use you." It's like,
well, that's complete BS. If you put in 5, see, this is what I'm talking about. No one in corporate America, and that's what Sirius, that's what 92.3, that's what CBS Radio, that's what they all are. They're all corporate. No one has an imagination. If I was in charge of Dick's, anyone,
some would say you are.
Anyone who worked 5 years at Dick's gets an automatic card. It's going to be plastic. So it's not going to ever rip or tear. You're going to be able to keep this in your wallet for the rest of your life. And what you're going to get is 75% off everything. You want a football? That's $20. Oh, wait, you worked here? Here's your football for $12, bro. I mean, I don't even know if that's 75%. It probably isn't. Okay. I didn't say math was the best. Okay. I was phenomenal at verbal on SATs, 720 out of 800. Okay. Don't ask me about my math. They tell me it was negative 250. I say, I don't even think that's possible. This is like Jeopardy. He goes, yeah, you have negative 250 on your math.
I think the fact that you believe that you could get a negative score on the math shows how bad you were at math. But no, what I did is I just took skills from Dick's. Like I can fix bikes and shit now. But speaking of Dick's, the O&A show kind of throw you guys into the spotlight. Like there might be a little bit of beef.
I like it. I like it. This is fun.
What I think is cool, before we let the audience listen to some audio, is as opposed to a lot of shows where during Jocktober or something like that, the assault would occur during the O&A show and the other shows would be completely unaware. And then at best it was the next day or that afternoon there was a response. Right away, you get Ron and Fez callers on the phone going, "Fuck you guys. Ron and Fez are funnier than you. Like you're better off because they're here." And right away, looking back with the benefit of hindsight, right away, that tells me it's a work because there isn't a shot in fucking hell that Opie would have let the ratio be like 3 positive Ron and Fez.
He doesn't control the callers.
Whoever sees the call screen would not allow that to happen. I look back.
You're not aware that Opie has a reputation as being one of the worst call screen type guys ever, because when Jim Norton and Anthony are doing, obvious gold on the radio and he interrupts it with Lenny from Massapequa, you're on the show, and they're not going to hold a candle to Anthony or Norton or Patrice or Bob Kelly, etc. Right? So
absolutely.
Well, what I'm saying is those callers aren't a work.
No, not a work. No. I'm saying for me, the fact that Opie, who, as you pointed out, spent most of the radio show staring at the call screen, seeing how he could interject something into the show, would have seen the call screener would have figured out pro Ron and Fez or anti Ron and Fez and put it up. And usually they would allow like one anti O&A fan to 3 fans, and then they would all shit on the end. And my point is, it was right out the gate, made me go, oh,
yeah,
Opie has too much of an ego to let it go this way.
All right. I mean, fair enough. I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah, because those callers were real.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess what you're saying is Opie was working a little bit by going to the callers and giving them, here's okay. I see what you mean. But it is a kind of, again, I will actually stick to that's a questionable strategy, because again, just like you don't really want to shit on Ron and Fez, you don't want to shit on O&A either. No one. So the callers calling up being Ron and Fez are funnier. If we're trying to work a gimmick, it should benefit both of us, both shows, like a good wrestling storyline. So we don't really want the either camp getting, you guys suck, I hate your show. That's not really how we're trying to work a gimmick.
And what's funny is the people who come on with that energy completely, Jim and Anthony just destroyed. But then there were like 4 or 5 guys that would call in and they would ask a few questions, and the guy would just end up being like, nah, I'm a fan of both you and Ron and Fez. I just didn't want the pylon to start. Like, it was clear, like, people were like, no, I just wanted both shows to get along.
Yeah, and both shows got along. Obviously, this is some kind of work that they're trying to do. I just some of the techniques are rather interesting.
Yeah, especially because the most telling thing of all, and then we'll let the audience listen to some audio real quick.
Please.
Is if you wanted to not talk about the bit or talk about the incident between Fez and Opie and Jim, you wouldn't have taken the call going, hey, what's the incident between you and Fez and Jim? Like,
yeah.
Why are you so just
no.
We'll let the audience pick up on that. We're gonna play.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Norton. Yeah, all that they needed to do was have Jim say what Jim said and pretty much not do anything else.
Exactly.
All right.
On that note, we're going to let the audience listen to the Opie and Anthony show that day, and we're going to actually let them listen to the Ron and Fez response. We'll come back, talk about that from day 1, and then we'll talk about some day 2 right after this.
Scott.
Yeah, guys, y'all going to play the Ron and Fez clips you said you're going to play today?
We had a problem with Ron and Fez recently.
Got a plethora of hillbillies calling me. Where the fuck am I?
Plethora is a great word.
Fucking y'all.
George, hold the mirror.
Yeah.
It's waking George up, though. He's not happy.
Y'all got any new material? You fucking filthy hayseed Jew hater. Fuck them all. Fuck America. Catch cancer.
Jersey, Phil. Rich in Chicago, what's up?
Hey, boys, I heard about 20 minutes ago one of the hillbillies called in and asked if you guys are going to play some Ron and Fez clips. Then Jimmy said you guys had a problem with Ron and Fez. What's that all about?
Oh, it was behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah, we can't talk about it. It's you might want to ask them.
All right, thanks.
It's really up to them if they want
to know why.
If they want to air that dirty laundry, but it was not good. Yeah. So that's all we can say about that.
After being friends for so long, too.
Yeah, right. Unbelievable.
I know.
Let's go to Jess in Jersey. Break up my party. Enough on that. Before we take a break, Jimmy in Texas. Jimmy?
Hey, guys, I just want to know if you were pissed off at Ron and Fez for using the Fire, Fire, Fire song on their commercial.
It's got, whatever, man. It's all tied into a whole bunch of stuff. That's kind of part of it, but, Yeah, I specifically talked to Fez.
It's just been shit over time.
I knew what it
Tell you the truth.
It's really up to them.
Later. Out.
It's really up to them if they want to air this dirty laundry on their show today.
Yeah.
Whitetail, what's up?
Hey, hi guys, how you doing?
Good.
You know, Ronnie made one reference the other day on the radio about them signing Twitchell's as being like the hole on the show. And Opie was pretty clear about wanting Twitchell's to just pretty much fucking curl up and die. So is that what's going on?
Dude, like I said, it's a bunch of things. Whatever, dude. You could tie in a couple of things like that, maybe. It's up to them. Like Ope said, they want to talk about
something that happened. Yeah, over time.
What do? Just wake up every morning and just listen to our show for their show prep?
Oh,
say no more. Say no more. But
no.
You know, I think you understand what's going on.
Hey, Jimmy, you rule, man.
Thanks fella.
for signing my stuff at DCU in Worcester. You're the ball.
I was waiting for you to call in. You're no problem. Ruben in Laredo, what's up?
Yeah, man, I just want to tell you guys, why don't you just end the show now and put on Ron and Fez, man? This shit is getting boring already.
Then change the channel.
Oh,
yes, or at least speak without that silly accent, Ruben.
You sissified motherfuckers.
And that potty mouth on you.
They're stealing our stuff.
And he's drunk.
Ruben, why do you talk with a dumb accent? Look.
Man, nobody's stealing your shit, man. Ron and Fez is better than your stupid.
No, Ruben, what third world dump did your mother crawl out of? No disrespect, but why are you talking with that silly accent?
Ah, you dumb fucks.
Language.
They're stealing our show.
Why you have a potty mouth?
Look, you can't face the fact that Ronnie and Fezzy there are rip-off artists. Ripping us off.
Man, it's better than hearing.
So it's out in the open now. It's just out in the open now.
Yeah, it's up to them if they want to admit some things. Yeah. I mean, if they have an audience full of dirty, filthy people who don't speak with a proper accent, that's fine.
There you go. It'll be up to them.
Can I go home now?
Just speak English properly.
Goodbye,
Stop with
Ruben.
the accent, you unclipped savage. Let's go to Brad in Virginia. Brad?
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I think you guys are lucky that you have Ron and Fez on your channel.
Do you? Yeah.
I think they're a lot funnier than you are.
Are they? Then why are you listening to us?
I think I'm waiting for the Ron and Fez.
That's not a good answer. You know what time it comes on. You don't tune in at 10:30 and wait for an hour and a half. So you're lying. Why are you listening? Just tell the truth.
It's not hard to be funnier than us when you have the whole morning to listen to our show and then do it again and make it a little better.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here.
Well, I mean, I like you guys. I think you're funny at times, but for the most part, you just...
There you go. Beat it. So we caught him lying. Why are you listening? Waiting for the Ron and Fez show 90 minutes before it starts. Then a minute later, well, I think you guys are funny. Well, then just tell the truth the first time I ask, boy.
Eric in Utah.
Hello?
Yeah.
I pray that my black eyes will go away before she goes out in public.
You what? Oh, that's pretty funny. I pray my wife's black eyes will go away before she goes out in public. Clumsy girl on those steps again.
Let's go to Rob on Long Island. Rob?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I don't want to start any rumors here, but I think I heard Ronnie say that Jimmy Norton sucks big fat tranny dick.
Boy. Yeah, it's okay when we say, because we're all friends here, but when they say, it hurts a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
It hurts Jimmy a little. All right, let's go to Jim in South Dakota. Yeah,
another Ron and Fez fan who crapped out.
Greg in D.C., what's up?
Hey, guys, just wanted to let you know we're actually coming up to do your walkover tomorrow, but Pittsburgh, we were up there over the weekend, and they love you. We got our first free Opie and Anthony shirts in Pittsburgh, not in D.C. where you got XM.
Oh, no.
We had to drive to Pittsburgh.
Well, you tell me. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. You think about that when they're yanking us off Pittsburgh next week. Why, we don't know.
Why?
I have no idea, dude. You talk to them.
I'm not kidding. They're standing outside the stadium, outside the Pirate Stadium, and the station up there is giving away your T-shirts.
Excellent. Well, that will end. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Try getting them next Monday.
Jesus Christ. Well, fuck Ron and Fez. You guys are funny.
Language.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll break. It's getting a little uncomfortable in here. Yeah. Let's say hi to Eddie in Ohio. Eddie, what's up?
What's going on, guys? You're killing me. You're bitching about Ron and Fez stealing your shit. Y'all always stealing Howard's shit, you fucking Howard hack.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Always stealing Howard's stuff.
You're always stealing her shit.
Give us, give me an example of the Howard shit we steal.
Guys, I'm fucking with you. I love you both. I love all of you.
I knew it.
Thank you,
Jimmy,
Mr.
Hate the people that love
great,
us.
Man, you kill me. You're always joking around, and all of a sudden, boom, you just turn serious, and some intelligent shit comes out of your mouth.
Thanks, man.
Love you guys.
All right,
You're a
thank you.
good boy.
Hey, y'all have a
I'm
good
say
one.
boom, and then some shit comes out of your ass.
Here is, let me go to Dan. Dan, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Dan, go ahead.
Buddies.
buddy. Yeah.
Buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, great intro today, Earl. And you're probably going to get a lot of phone calls today regarding all the bullshit that was going on Opie and Anthony, them bashing you guys.
Uh-huh.
And I'm really fucking pissed off, man, because, there's no excuse for this shit. You guys do a wonderful show. You guys don't steal shit from them. I don't know where this is coming from, but I think you guys really need to address your listeners and your fans and put this stuff on the table, because these guys are total assholes for even accusing you guys of stealing their material. I don't know where they're coming from, this left field bullshit. I'm going to hang up and listen to your answer, because there's a lot of people that are probably wondering, man, but, you guys fucking blow the doors off of Opie and Anthony. You guys are the fucking best, and I'm just really pissed off, and I don't even know what to say anymore.
Would you say that you're inconsolable at this point?
I would say that I'm very inconsolable. I'm almost...
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
He's inconsolable.
See, maybe Fezzi can learn something from you, because I don't know. You guys are the fucking greatest, and if you can just fill me in, man, because I don't know what's going on. I'll hang up and listen. You guys are the best.
Well, I don't know how much of it we can talk about at this point right now.
I mean, there are problems, yes.
But, some of this stuff can't be addressed at this level. It's just that simple.
Yeah, it's going to be handled by, people like Eric Logan, maybe Hugh Panero. I'm just going to say this much.
Don't even say it. Don't say any much. That doesn't help at all.
Well,
Until everything is settled, and it should be settled, an office is much bigger than this, you shouldn't even be talking about it.
Yeah, I shouldn't be talking about this, but I think this goes for
But when I hear you say but, and then I know you're going to say something that you're not going to be able to take back.
Well, that just goes for everybody, no matter what sort of situation they work in. I think I'm speaking in general terms.
All right, go ahead and say it then, and it's up to you, because I can't stop you, it seems.
Well, I mean, there's problems here, yes, and I'm just going to say this. Sexual harassment is not a joke. And I'm going to leave it at that.
See, I think that's too far.
I don't think that goes into the details of what the problems are between the shows.
I think it's the exact detail. And that's why I thought you went too far. I think you exactly out at the situation.
It'll be settled. Let me just tell that to everybody.
Well, let me point this out. Anthony has nothing to do with it. You may get your things and go, sir. You're fine. We'll let you know if we need anything.
I'm sorry, but, grab ass on the office place.
No,
it's not gonna...
It's not grab ass. Brush. At most, it's a brush.
But it's not going to be tolerated no matter where anyone works.
Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big shame about this whole mess, but I just wanted to say, I hope you guys aren't bringing Twitchell's on your show. That guy's a fucking hack. I hate that.
Well, whatever's happening between us and Twitchell's is in negotiations right now, so that's really, again, something we can't talk about.
He's going to ruin your whole show.
How can you ruin something that already stinks? That's my point there. That's like saying you're going to ruin shit. I don't think it can be done.
You could ruin, the consistency of shit, I think.
It's still shit.
Yeah.
No matter what the consistency is. That's why I come in here feeling confident every day. At most, all we can do is change the consistency. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Should I even do the show with this Bruno Kirby thing hanging over me? It's just too much.
Well, I'll be here for you, and I'll help you make it through.
Inconsolable. That's the point I'm at right now. I cannot be consoled.
Can I take you to lunch or something afterwards, after the show?
What were you going to spend? Why don't you just give me that money? Because I'll tell you what I was going to have. I was going to have surf and turf, 2 appetizers, a salad, and probably dessert.
Ah, grief makes you hungry.
Yeah. So that probably was going to come to about $85.90. Why don't you just give me $75 right now? And you're out ahead of it all.
I was thinking of sandwiches.
Give me 14. See if it works. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I understand your inconsolability, and your good friend Fez has been thwarted in his attempts to console. I'm just wondering if...
I'm so sorry about him.
Yeah, I mean, throw him a bone, maybe let him know when you might become consolable.
I will. Right now, I'm in a state of shock, though. I can't deal.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, whatever I can do for you. I'm just here. Right now, all I can do is be here for you.
That's all you've ever really done. No matter what was happening on the show, all you've ever really done is be here.
Yeah, and I always will be. Right by your side.
Well, while you're here?
Yeah?
Help.
Oh.
Carry your part of the load. Redding, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, first, I miss Consolable Ron, by the way.
Yeah.
But, you know, this whole situation with you and O&A, like, I was talking to the guys on Whackbag, and they all don't believe that, you know, this is going on, but I just want to let everybody know, you know, that this is real, you know. You could see it. I mean, you guys do a great show, and they're just getting jealous because, you know.
Well, they're getting jealous because they didn't get, I don't even want to bring it up, but they didn't get Malaysia. And I know in the back of Opie's mind, he's not going to be satisfied without Malaysia. Some things you can't deal with.
I understand, you know, that he's, you know, I understand the pressure on Opie.
Sure.
I totally understand that. That's
how you have no pressure on you.
Well, I see him,
and yet you still bend, which is really odd.
Yeah, but you know, it doesn't give anyone the right. You don't go around looking down people's blouses.
I wouldn't even bring that up.
Just shouldn't happen. Not the fucking king of the world.
Where'd that come from?
I'm just saying.
No, I mean the crazy king of the world thing. Where did that come from? Was that a Leo shot?
Maybe more James Cameron.
Here's Kirby. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man, let's not forget Mr. Kirby's also in the Sleepless in Seattle. Again, another great movie that, you know, he's always a part of something awesome.
Well, I don't know anything about Sleepless in Seattle. I do not have a vagina. I understand it's something the women watch.
I thought he was great in it. I think
he wasn't in Sleepless in Seattle. He was when Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, it's the other one.
Which is a guy's movie, and everybody should watch. Here is Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm big fans of Opie and Anthony, and I started liking you guys because of them.
Oh, thank you very much.
I could definitely start not liking you because of them as well too.
Go ahead.
Don't you think you guys owe them a little gratitude for where they took you in life with right now?
You know what? I mean, everybody owes everybody, but Fez has his parameters. There's certain things.
Now he's a star.
There's certain things.
He's a star. All of a sudden, he could sit there and trash the guys that made him.
Maybe I'd like to come to work and not be leered at. Maybe that's a right every American has.
Even black Americans?
Somewhat. But yeah, for mostly. Like I said, this will be settled in a corporate office.
You know what? Let's just keep it off the air then. Whatever your problems are,
right,
with those guys. And when we say guys, obviously we don't mean Anthony.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Opie, Norton, Fez, something happened. Something happened between the three of them.
Yeah. And I just want to say, you know, that a person should be able to feel safe coming to work.
And another thing, too, and I'll just drop this in as is, because Fez makes one accusation, let's not take it into other areas and act like that's the problem. The problem is whatever Fez feels took place between him and the boys. And when I say the boys, obviously I don't mean Anthony.
Yeah. Not O&A, O&N.
Yeah. What's O&N?
Opie and Norton.
Oh, I thought you were throwing Earl in there.
Oh, no.
Earl, you're fine.
Earl just tends to look the other way. Don't get me involved.
Right. I don't blame you, Earl. Stay low.
I don't care what happens.
Andy Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, I don't know if you want to talk about Big Brother, but I just wanted to check too, because I called into O&A this morning before I caught on to all this. And are you guys going to get upset if I still call O&A, or you want me?
Right now, I want you to call O&A exclusively.
Really?
Yeah,
so
until
no
this
more
thing
Big Brother
works
updates?
out. Yeah.
Oh well, all right. That kind of sucks, but
yeah. Well, it costs us the Big Brother update. What can we say about it?
I understand.
You're going to lose some battles in the war. And one of the battles we lost, Fez, was Big Brother update.
Won't you, Big Brother? Big Brother.
It's a Big Brother update.
Let me just ask you right off the bat, Fezzy, did any of this actually happen, or is it all in your mind?
No, things actually happened.
Okay.
That I'm willing to, go forward with.
Right.
Discuss it with corporate heads. Lawyers if I have to.
Was the word camel toe used?
Yes.
Because I heard it was.
Yes, that's no rumor. That's not idle chit-chat. That's true. You can't you just can't make comments like that. When someone's trying to come in, do their job, that's all they want to do.
Can you wear looser pants?
I shouldn't have to.
True.
It shouldn't be the victim's fault here, Ronnie. I'm well within my rights to wear what I want to work. But I shouldn't have to come in here and, run some sort of gauntlet to try to get to the studio.
True.
Some sort of tailhook convention hallway.
That was a nice callback.
Yeah.
It's been a while, 10 years, 12 years?
Probably more.
Yeah.
But I think it still fits.
Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie, I understand Fez's part in this, but I heard that you had something to play too. When you threatened to give Earl back, that just broke the camel's back there, boss.
Oh, Earl is going back with a bow on his fucking forehead. If nothing else comes out of this, Earl goes back.
I don't want to go back.
That may be one of my conditions.
Perfect. Make that number one.
That may be part of. I'm going too far into this.
Yeah,
but it definitely is going to be high on the list of any sort of possible settlement, and I'm saying possible.
Right, because you don't even know if you're ready.
No, this may go all the way into a courtroom.
That's far.
As far as I can take it right now. Well, I don't feel safe in here. I do not feel safe in here.
It's not a safe place. It wasn't supposed to be.
But it's a place of business.
Right.
It's where I come to work.
Well, I don't even know if I would consider what you do work. I know you come to be.
That shouldn't dismiss anything.
True.
That's not the technicality that would get this thrown out.
Brian, you're on Run a Fizz.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie, I know you're inconsolable and everything.
I'm inconsolable today over this Bruno Kirby thing.
I gotta figure out something to do for you.
To console you, but I understand that inconsolable feeling. But don't forget, he played Jason Patrick's father in Sleepers. It was a damn good movie.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was always great. He was always great.
I know.
Spinal Tap. That little part that he played in Spinal Tap, to me, peaked.
The limo driver. The creepy gym coach in Basketball Diaries.
Excellent. Will, you're on Run a Fez.
What's up, boys? I got two things for you.
Yeah.
The first thing is I didn't want you to forget about Bruno Kirby's greatest role ever in The Freshman with Matthew Broderick.
Fantastic role, fantastic film.
And second thing was I just want to say I love O&A, but Ron Bennington is the funniest fucking guy in radio. Thank you. Later.
Well, that makes Fez feel better about himself.
Now I'm starting to feel inconsolable.
It's like a second rape. I shouldn't even use the word rape. Forget rape.
Well,
rape didn't happen. Rape has to be penetration.
What about intent? Does that count for anything?
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a psychologist. I told women I was, both those things before.
I'm going to have to end up seeing both.
One time I told a woman I was Pablo Escobar's best friend. I was in Miami. Down there, that's a big deal.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
It worked for you, huh?
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I heard Anthony's a little pissed and jealous about his girlfriend won Fez.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously she worries about Fez. Now probably more than ever.
Yeah, she's a nurturer.
Yeah.
But, by nature. Nurture by nature.
Wasn't that a band? And again with this, whatever happened, the issue between Fez and the boys, nothing to do with Anthony.
Yeah, I don't want, anything I'm saying here, which is probably too much, maybe that's my problem. I put myself out there too much. I'm too friendly. I'm too gregarious. And then people, start thinking they can take privileges. Maybe that's my problem. I should just shut myself off. Just come in here, head down, punch the clock, do the show, punch the clock, and leave again.
You are here for exactly 3 hours a day, I noticed. I'm here a little less.
I'm putting in my time. But, you think, maybe we're not just people that see each other in the hallway between the two shows. Then next thing you know, someone's snapping a bra strap or something.
Just stop. Just stop.
It goes too far. Goes too damn far.
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Sean, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies, I miss Opie's best friend, Fez.
You know what? Those guys used to be so close before the incident, and I wouldn't mind seeing it getting straightened back out again.
Some things are going to have to be taken care of. I'm not even... Opie knows to keep his distance, I think, for right now.
What about Jimmy?
Just legally. Jimmy, too.
What about Anthony?
Anthony's fine.
He's a saint. He is a saint and respectful of women.
Anthony knows boundaries. He knows what's appropriate work behavior. There's one word for Anthony.
Yeah.
Professional.
I would say 2 words.
What's that?
Willie Mays. Willie Mays. Hey, what can we do for you, Sean?
Hey, before I get to it, hey, is this a bit about Opie and Fez? Because no one on the message boards knows what's happening right now.
Well, it's something that can't be discussed on this show.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey,
and my personal life is not fodder for a message board. If you could pass that along, Sean.
It's not fodder.
It's not fodder.
Is your mother fodder?
My mother was a fodder.
Hey, Fezzy, some of us worry about your personal life because you're one of our heroes on the radio.
Well, you're zeros.
But hey, I wanted to let you guys know when you were talking about Kurt Warner and his wife.
John, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, John.
Ramon!
See, we're taking these calls, Fez, because of the war you started.
I did not start a war.
But you're ready to finish it.
Yeah, that's true. I just simply went upstairs and explained to management that I'm not going to be...
All right, let's not even get into it.
Yeah.
Earl, Fez the first person to ever stand up to Opie?
As far as I know, yeah.
Interesting.
Not someone's plaything. Not someone's plaything.
Aaron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Dylan coughed steak on my daughter at a fair once. And so I'm going to have to go with Ramon!
Oh, Jesus Christ, it won't stop. These damn pests, Fez. These damn pests.
We're just going to have to deal with this until
you know what
we get...
they are? They're pesky. It's like, they're just like pests in our face.
I'm willing to do what I have to do to make sure things get rectified around here. And if that means put up with some stuff, fine. But I'm in the right here.
Are you?
And people are going to find that out eventually.
But are your friends being forced to pay? People like myself, Earl, even Pitsy? Even Pitsy. Yeah. Do you believe the pest, Fezzy, today? Do you believe the pest?
Oh, I believe it.
You think they would be this pesky?
I believe it. I didn't think their leader, Opie, was capable of some things. And Norton. Not Anthony.
Why don't you unleash the RonFez.net crew on them?
Maybe I will. Maybe,
put them all in pet battle mode.
My battle will be done in a corporate office or maybe in a court of law.
Why don't you let KOP get into some of his hijinks?
I can't depend on KOP.
Why?
He's too busy with the Denver Film Festival or whatever it is that's coming up.
Come to Denver.
Is that the Bob Denver film? I don't.
Good one.
Thank you.
Good one.
Trying to tie it in there.
Yeah, but why mock Fez when you know he's going through a lot
Sorry,
right
I know.
Fez, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Ramon! Tell Fezzy he's full of shit.
I didn't expect it out of you, Ronnie.
Well, I just wanted to be part of the gang.
I didn't expect you to be a pest.
I was just wanted to be, part of something bigger than myself. Dano, you're on Run of Fez.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock with your mouth.
Oh, jeez, Fez. It's happening again. It's happening again. See what you brought down on the show.
See what happens when a person stands up for their rights.
Yeah.
When they stand up for themselves and, and they feel like maybe they should be able to come to work and their body not made to be a plaything.
You know something, Fez? You've made a stand here, and I feel like now I need to make a stand with you.
Thank you.
Because this is not so much something about what's going on between you and Opie, but the way a human should feel about himself, about the kind of respect that one person. Ramon, tell Fezzy to stop felching his own brother.
I really didn't expect that from you.
I know. That's why I loved it. It was the unexpected that worked there.
You were the first person I called when this happened.
Sorry I didn't take your call. I
left messages.
Mm-hmm. I have the special Fez line that only you can reach me at. And I keep that under a pillow in the bathtub with cement over top of it.
You still haven't returned those calls.
I'm going to get back to you later. Jim, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, man, how about Harvey Keitel, the definitive actor? Hey, Fez, now go get your fucking pull pump.
Oh, jeez.
Just ignore, Ronnie. Just ignore.
I can't. I don't know what to do anymore. What did that guy in Orlando do? What was his name?
Oh, Jim Phillips.
What did Jim Phillips do when he found himself in this position? Do you go underground? You stop taking calls.
Maybe we go to Santa Fe. Maybe that's what we do.
Went on phones in Santa Fe?
Well, Sports Nation, the phone number would change.
Sports Nation. Hey, no, I'm not going there. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Run of Fez. How are you?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
I got two for you. I got Clint Eastwood, which I think is the best. And then there's fucking Fez, that's a little bitch that sits down when he pisses.
Oh, jeez, Fezzy.
You almost got it all out, Chris.
And whether Fez...
Sits and pissing and bitches piss.
Fez finds it to be more sanitary to sit and pee. It's no one's business. Plus, you're able to tuck so nobody can see your business.
In case someone happens to walk in that stall.
Yeah. Hour 3. Hour 3, brother. Hour 3. That's what I'm asking you for. Ben, you're on Run of Fez.
Charlton Heston, you damn dirty apes.
Charlton Heston would be great if we were saying who's responsible for all the gun deaths. Yes, then the definitive would be Charlton Heston. Is he still alive?
He's still alive. We haven't seen him since they announced that he had Alzheimer's. And
did he have Alzheimer's or did he just get lost?
I think he had the actual Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And that was, 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. I know after the Michael Moore movie, we never saw him again. After the Fahrenheit 9/11, his name even came up. Everybody yelled at Michael Moore, "You're mean to a crazy old man," and then that was the end of him.
Yeah, I don't even know if we saw him during the 2000 election, like in support of George W. or anything with the NRA lobby.
I'm not sure either. I know Michael Moore was after that election, right, or before? Yeah, he was after.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about Michael Moore, I mean just that one movie, the Fahrenheit 9/11. The definitive look at the Bush White House.
Definitive documentary, maybe. Because it won an Oscar, and it's one of the biggest... It is the biggest ticket-selling docs of all time.
So what? It's 10 times bigger than any other doc. It made over $100 million. The second biggest doc of all time, $17 million.
Right, so it's the...
And you know who made the second?
Errol Morris.
Michael Moore. Bowling for Columbine was number 2.
He's got that locked up.
Oh, yeah. He's Doc Man. And then the new one should be big. The Sicko.
Oh, yeah, where he takes on the pharmaceutical industry in this country.
He takes on the fat cats, Fezzy, in Washington.
When is that coming out? It seems like that one's been like on the verge of coming out forever.
Not until at least next year.
Oh, okay.
It takes a long time to put together a documentary. I'm doing one right now.
What's yours?
Ramon! Tell Fez to take his lips off his dad's bowls.
That's not a documentary. That will not be shot. It won't be out next year.
I'll say this from the Pez point of view. It's immature. It's stupid, but it is kind of fun, you know, because no one sees it coming.
I don't think it's fun or anything, especially what I'm going through. Maybe if they knew all the facts, maybe if I was able at this juncture to talk about it, everything that happened to me in this office,
right?
Maybe they wouldn't so blindly follow Opie's lead here, attacking me.
So what are you saying? The past are zombies?
I'm saying they don't have all the facts.
Right. What are you saying? They're worthless cult members? You know what you cost me, Fez?
Won't you, big brother? Big brother.
It's a Big Brother update.
Now no more Indie Mike Big Brother update.
Well, I feel bad about that because we didn't even get to the sequester part yet.
Yeah, me too.
No one's even been picked for the jury so far.
We are back.
I wanted to say something to you, Robert.
Say it away.
Ramon! Remember that?
I do. And so did the fans. Because that's, if there's anything that was a bread and butter for, I would say, the Opie and Anthony wars, it would be Ramon phone calls. Some of my favorites, too.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was Jim who would start, right? He would call
He
in.
invented the Ramon. Yeah, that was him. But then the fans.
I mean, everybody took over, but it,
definitely
took give credit their due.
100%. That was Jim Norton's.
Now we entered the Ron and Fez show doing one of my favorite bits, which that Ron ever did, which is he was inconsolable. And Fez would go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. What can I do for you?" I'm inconsolable. And I just such a simple play on words that works so perfectly throughout the show. And then even the fans that call in start saying they're inconsolable about the fight between Ron and Fez, and you know what I mean? It builds perfectly, and it's just such a stupid joke that tickles you. When you saw something like that going as a producer, this is completely outside of the radio war. When you saw a bit like that, how do you? I mean, Jared and I, White Jared, you brought him up earlier, get accused of being too deep into Ron and Fez. Like we would make those references all the time. As a producer of the show, how do you keep yourself from falling into overusing things?
What, inconsolable?
A bit like that as an example, yeah. So, like, I mean, anytime something goes wrong, you could fall into that and make the joke. And if it's Jared and I talking, it's great. But if you're doing it on radio, you're killing gold that Ron used sparingly throughout his career. But you know what I mean? Like, used it enough.
I don't know. I think you just don't want to do things to death. But oftentimes things are done to death, regardless of whether you want to do them or not. People just do things. I think Ramon was done to death at a certain point. Like, things just get done. And then they get done to death. And you move on and you do new things.
Well, I'm glad you used Ramon as the example, not my question. Or like that question.
Yeah, I have no idea. This is you're doing a wonderful job today. It's 2026. I'm staying in good spirits. There have been 2 separate times where I had no idea what you're talking about. It's almost like you're from Jupiter or something, like one of the moons of Jupiter, and that you really can only speak extraterrestrial.
One man's Jupiter is another man's ADHD blindness. Well, so it's
here's the thing. I got to be more. How about this? Just get to a question rather than the long preamble, because I think sometimes you get lost in your own question.
I mean,
that's a tip. That's a tip from Davey Mack, who was conducting interviews. I interviewed St. John's legend Felipe Lopez, amongst others.
Fez Whatley, if no other.
I know. I was just come on. You then, of all the people I've interviewed, I chose St. John's Felipe Lopez. That's hysterical. Come on. That's like way down on the list.
I think what happened there was your setup was too long, and I got lost and had to.
The setup happened in 1 second.
I'm teasing. I was saying
Thank
you did
you.
what I did.
All
But no.
right.
So we kind of established it was a little obvious that this might be a bit. Probably leading to an O&A vacation of some sort. And with that in mind, we're going to approach this. How would Ron and Fez just in general handle it if there was an incident? Like there were incidents that happened with the show, whether it be.
Well, I'll tell you how they would handle anything work or shoot. Ron would say, okay, what do you guys want to do? And he might have an idea, or we might have an idea. One of those things, I'll give you a specific example. When Opie started to make these odd Unabomber videos where he put a sweatshirt over his head, and then he kept saying he was gonna like throw $100,000 or something out of the window in New York. He never did any of these things. It was so weird. Like I honestly, I hate when people, and this is more of a WWE comment, but when they set shit up and they never follow through, it's so frustrating as an audience member. A couple of years ago, they were teasing Randy Orton's going to turn bad again and betray Cody Rhodes. Never happened. Now I'm sitting here in 2026 completely unfulfilled. Point being, Opie had this weird Unabomber thing he was doing. So Ron said, why don't we make videos, against him? And that's when we came up with the Bearded Joker.
One of the classic bits.
So that's an example of, hey, how do you guys want to, mix it up and make fun of him? And what do you want to do? So with this thing, that's probably what he said, but he probably said it to Fez, or Ron might have just let Fez handle this one. It sounds to me like this was you got this, big cat type of deals. And off the air. And Fez saying, sure.
I will say it seems like that's incredibly prevalent.
Is it got too bright in here?
It did get a little bright, like God was giving you a kiss there for a second.
That's the sun. Let me just do you mind stretch for us?
No, I'll vamp.
Stretch. I think people need to see you stretching. Yeah, but make sure you stretch the neck. Go like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how you stretch. Good, Robert.
And
good stretching, bud.
While I
really
stretch.
Good, bud. That's it, buddy. That's it.
That is
so. I closed the blind. Okay, David, I just had to get out. I closed the blind, and now it looks like I'm actual powder.
There we go.
Technical
difficulties with Dave and Rob solved. But no.
How does one close the blind and actually get even more neon white to the point where I kind of looked like one of those CG creatures at the end of AI, the movie with Haley Joel Osment? If any of you people remember the movie, you know what? Forget it. It's a reference that no one knows the movie anymore. Forget it. No one saw AI.
Consider it forgotten.
I know. I think I maintain it's underrated. All right. What are we talking about? This is Ron and Fez, though.
No. You were pointing out that you felt like this was one of those times where Ron heard the setup and was like, you got this, big cat. And I'm saying, looking at it forensically, it seems like that's exactly what happened. Because
right.
We're going to pause right here for 1 second. As we were saying, if you're looking at this kind of forensically, you could see it feels like Ron kind of handed Big Cat the reins, because just looking at the studio setup, knowing a traditional Ron and Fez show, it's Ron and Fez in the studio. That's it. Black Earl's behind the glass, and Davey Mack is not even on a mic. XM era, you can tell this is our time to shine. Don't be interrupting. We'll come to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the usual setup. It's almost like a baseball team where the managers put the shift on. You could tell something's different.
I might have been in trouble too.
I mean, given the era, there's a good
every
chance.
Once in a while, whatever. Or there would be an intern who make a suggestion. Dave, don't start the show with Dave in the studio and stuff like that. So,
and honestly, I don't want to start 2026 out by by dick riding Dave too hard. But it might just be an example of, as many people were saying, Dave over talked, Dave always did too much. This might just be an example of you recognizing it wasn't your turn to talk.
Oh yeah, when it was a Fez is going to star during a segment, I shut up. Let Fez do the talking. That's if this was going to be his thing every single time. That thing was ridiculous. I think people in hindsight, realize how ridiculous it was to say that Dave talked too much. I was talked when asked to talk, but I'm happy that this is it seems like this is a Fez centric bit and something that he's taken on. And he's ready to go and start a little mini feud with O&A. And I think that's kind of exciting.
And what we see here is, I mean, you could tell kind of by the pro O&A callers right away, it's a bit of a work. One of the first ones they take is Indie Mike, who says if there's truly a beef, Ron and Fez are going to lose the Big Brother feeds.
So Indie Mike was using that as what, an olive branch for both shows? No fighting, otherwise your Big Brother feeds will go away.
Well, no, it wasn't so much O&A's feed would go away. It was more he was threatening to take it away from Ron and Fez, which right away makes it feel like the typical pest response would be like photoshopping into horrific situation. You know what I mean? Like, this feels a little too friendly for a real war.
Yeah, I mean, taking away someone's Big Brother feed or just access to the Big Brother, the 24/7, whatever the hell's going on when the show's not on CBS type of feed. I mean, that's not, that's not going to really harm anyone that much.
And truly, Ron, if he writes an autobiography, it should be called Deflecting Mental Illness with Humor. Whether it be Opie having a mental breakdown saying he's going to throw cash out and figuring out how to make it funny, what Fez was dealing with over the years, the various guests he had to deal with,
True.
But in this instance, he right away, Fez, I don't think we should talk about this. And they do the typical of Fez being like, well, I could just say this. And Ron goes, I think that violates not saying anything, Fez. And they throw out a hypothetical. But then Ron lets the callers come in, and right away he's on Fez's side. It's Ron and Fez versus the world. But slowly, as the callers are Ramoning Fez, Ron realizes how fun it is to Ramon Fez and starts to set him up with bits from the show and then Ramon and Ramones him himself. And it feels like there weren't many instances of other shows having an issue with Ron and Fez, but anytime somebody was angry, it was kind of that deflecting with humor. Like, yeah, we can mock ourselves.
Yeah, I got it.
Not to take ourselves too seriously.
Fair enough.
Was that like a running thing through the show, like a message from the top down?
What?
This is how we handle stuff. Like, even in the pitch meetings when an incident occurred.
No, you're just that's Ron's personality,
And so
he's a funny guy. He's going to handle things in a funny way. So that's the shit.
Absolutely. And do you feel, I guess the follow-up would be, Ron and Fez created their own universe. They were very good out of staying out of these kind of battles. Do you think because you had a guy like that on the show who let other people have natural reactions but could step back and be like, this is crazy, it helped you, the show as a whole, avoid that, getting sucked into those things?
Which things? Getting sucked into what?
Battles or beefs or back and forth with other shows. Like,
we didn't go out of our way to cause drama with other shows. That was something that we didn't really want to do because I don't like doing it now. Or any manufactured feud sucks. And on top of that, if your entire show is about fighting other shows, you truly do suck because you truly can't put together a show. Characters, games, sketches, talking points, confessional things, guests, interviews. These are the things, these are the dynamics that make up a show. You don't have the talent to do it. So instead, did you hear what that podcast said? They suck. And it's just annoying. Ron and Fez, we really had we're not going to make fun of other shows. What's isn't even at that point it had been done to death, because quite frankly, it had Howard Stern and Don Imus, or then Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony. And it's it's like, who cares? Who cares? Because the worst thing about radio feuds is, unlike wrestling feuds, you would never see some sort of then Howard Stern and then Opie and Anthony collaboration at the end. Like, that's, at the end of the wrestling, there's a match. We get to see the people in the ring. They get to go at it. But there was never any huge. I mean, can you imagine if there was like a simultaneous Howard O&A event because the two shows were feuding? Yes, that would have been amazing. Why didn't it happen? I don't know. I wasn't a producer for either one of those shows. I would have suggested that. I would have said, we know would be cool is if we can end this thing like a WrestleMania and have Howard and O&A and Ron and Fez will be there, and Jay Moore and anyone who's got a show. We're going to have a massive thing. That's what I would have done, but that never seemed to take place. So I agree with Ron about, unless the radio feud is real, like unless there's an organic, honest reason. If you watch a Davey Mack Sports program, I have all kinds of feuds. They're mainly in my mind. I'll be honest. I'm insane. I actually was diagnosed with ADD and ADHD and mental problems to the point of medication. The point being, I believe ESPN is trying to corrupt the entire world. So I take on ESPN, but that's much different than I'm going to make fun of this random podcast. You see what I'm saying? Because I have an honest opinion about ESPN. I truly do hate them. I have vitriolic anger towards them and how much they've influenced sports in a negative way. But
absolutely. And there's a big difference between that, taking on an entire corporation, and attacking another podcast. You know what I mean? Like, there's a very big difference between those two. And I think, as much as you say Ron and Fez tried to stay out of the drama, it was drama with other shows, but what they did the best was creating drama within their own fandom, within their own show, that they could then force a resolution to.
Yes, the drama, the entire show was self-contained. It's the best way to do things, and because you're not relying on anyone else. You create your own world and have your own characters. And then, yes, if there's drama within that world, you cover it, but you don't have to look outside for anything.
No, and I always got that, but I never realized the resolution thing side of things, because it really did allow for that, whether it be whoever Fez was mad at on the message boards coming in and talking to him, whether it be you having to step up against the whack bag, whether it be Al Dukes boxing Black Earl in the ring, they could make that wrestling resolution where the two sides came together to promote.
Absolutely.
And so that's very interesting. Now, with this, it seems like the work Ron sets up was neither so much, he had to find a way to.
By the way, there was no beverage in this cup. And so I just wanted, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I really wanted some water. And the point is, you know whose technique it was to constantly drink empty cups?
Earl Douglas.
Earl Douglas. Why?
So he could swallow.
To stall. I thought you were going to say it, because Ron would ask him questions about, hey, can you book this, actor or this writer? And since he didn't have an answer at the ready, he would always go with his ginger ale, even though the ginger ale had been emptied 35 minutes ago. And I would notice him doing it, and I would say, there's nothing in there. There's no beverage in that can. So I just wanted everyone to know I just Earl Douglas right here. No, there's.
What's funny is I was mid-sentence, so you could have just Earl Douglas and you weren't stalling. You might have even had time with the way I've been asking questions today to get up, fill it with water, drink the water, and come back.
You've been doing a fantastic job. You've taught us you've taught us all a thing or two about the Ron and Fez show today,
about brevity in general. But no, so Ron is kind of faced with this whole, now I have this HR setup.
Texting you. Someone's texting you, fucking asshole.
Yeah, absolutely. They are. Let me, find that.
Go ahead.
No, it was Roy Harder. He was saying, "Did you hear Shano started a group chat without me? Were you in that?"
I am still in. No, but no, that no longer exists. I erased it and put Roy in that group chat.
Well, you know, it does.
By the way, are you upset that you're left out of that? Because that you're not invited. With all due respect.
No, I get that. And you know what I did as a response? There's a separate Roy and Rob group chat, just us. That we
Good
talk shit about you guys.
By the way, good. And leave me off of it. I don't want any more group chats. I got the Tales from the Satellite group chat with you, Patrick, the Ron and Fez archivist, and Jared. I got the Sharno, Chris Pepper Stanley, Roy Harder group chat. I got the family group chat over here. Come on now, folks. Okay? How about the old phone call every once in a while? Hey, how are you? Group chats?
That's that's how you and I mainly talk, phone calls. B, Roy and I, it's by far the most polite text conversation of any of the people you mentioned. I don't know what the person who's not there that makes it angry and rude, but Roy and I are just sweethearts back and forth. So
I'm sure you are.
But what we're talking about is Ron having to deal with the HR situation. And the way he throws it is someone accused Fez of having a camel toe, and there may have been some grabbing involved.
Well, I mean, it depends on how tight the pants were, because if he was wearing, tighter than usual jeans, which wasn't customary. Fez had I would say, a preference of loose fit jeans. That would be what he would usually wear to the show, and a nice button-down shirt similar to this, actually. That would be the Fez Whatley outfit, I would say. So, but I suppose if the jeans were a little bit tighter, maybe they had just come out of the dryer, they had, shrunk a size. Yeah, he could be accused of having a camel toe. Yeah. Now, groping, we're starting to make it sound like there's a Kevin Spacey scenario going on here.
Absolutely. Now, what I think's funny,
but Fez is the one getting groped. We need to clarify.
Yes, he's the one being Spacey'd.
So yeah, it would be like as if Kevin Spacey himself got groped. Why am I laughing at that?
Now,
but imagine if that was the case. Anyway, go ahead.
This is the same era. Just to put it out there, because it feels like, oh, why is all this grab assery out there? Where Opie and Jim had a knockdown, drag out fight on air that was solved by Jay Moore getting completely naked and doing the Buffalo Bill walk into the studio. It was a shock jock time.
What was the fight about? Real quick. This is a mistake. Just give me the goddamn Heathcliff. Well, no, Cliff Notes. Cliff Notes.
Huxtable. He got Spacey'd a few times.
Give me the Cliff Notes.
Basically, Opie would keep guests in the hallway too long. They were comedians. Jim would bring in, and Jim felt like it was looking disrespectful to keep those guys waiting. It was one of those things where it piled up over years, and this was where it finally came.
You know what? I can't say I'm against Opie on that.
No, and
you don't want guests in the studio too early, and here's why. And this was why Ron, so for a little behind the scenes for you, it would never be in the studio during guests. And later on in the Sirius XM, it was me, because I got to hang out with Mary Louise Parker one time just by ourselves, and she kind of hit on me, and I'm not lying, but it's because the guests naturally come in, they're all excited to talk to you, they give you 4 or 5 phenomenal anecdotes right off the bat, and then that shit is wasted. Then they never want to go back to those stories on the actual show. On the air, they don't want to now have their little anecdote. Absolutely. And so they've wasted 3 or 4 or 5 little anecdotes. So as a result, I hate to say it, you do keep them in the green room until it's time for them to kind of be on the air. So I'm not, this is why I said we're not defamatory against any individual. We simply are honest. We celebrate and criticize equally, but also with justice and honesty. I have to say, I have no problem keeping in those comics out there until it was time for them to come on the show. I'm sorry.
I get that completely. I think this was more a debate about when it was time for them to come on the show. Like multiple segments would go by with them just sitting in the hallway, even though they were told be here at a certain time.
All right.
And then
if that's the case, if it's, hey, get here at 7 and it's 9:15 and these two dopey comedians aren't on the show, then I'm with Norton then. So, okay. So maybe it's, I really gotta, you gotta show private investigator Davey Mack the actual details of the case for me to make that
and the guy got in for the last 10 minutes and Opie didn't thank him for coming, even though he specifically requested him to come. It was a petty thing, like I said, that built up over multiple instances.
It happens, man. You do radio for years and years and years with one another. There are some things that will just simply drive you crazy. I had this one partner, his name was Carl, and he would pretend that he was a straight man and would have a sort of 90s, hey, everybody, my name is Carl. Hey, everyone, listen to me. Hey, everybody, here's the Rolling Stones with Love is Strong. And one time we had a conversation and he knew all of the drink specials and every price of every cocktail at the happy hour at Georgie's Bar in Asbury Park. Now, why you're saying, Davey Mack, what? You like to go to bars? What's the big deal? Georgie's Bar in Asbury Park is a known gay bar.
Oh, God.
We're not going there, Robert. This is not a show about hate. This is a show about love and acceptance. What I do hate is phony hypocrites who lie and pretend that there's something they're not. I can never accuse of Ron and Fez of acting that way, but sadly, Carl and other radio folks very much are that way. And you're probably listening to a few of them as we speak. So just remember that.
Me? Is that at me?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was just I just wanted to make it ominous in general.
Okay, good. I thought you were. I was like, I don't know what I did. That Dave knows that I did. Jesus. Now we're gonna let the audience listen to the kind of resolution of this bit, but before we do, 2 giveaways that this seemed more fake than real. The first was that the first we heard of this was on the O&A show. If Fez had been sexual...
By the way, can you please use shoot or work rather than fake or real?
Sorry, shoot or work.
Thank you. But those terms matter to me, and not only as a radio professional, but as someone celebrating his 10th year in the IWF, the Independent Wrestling Federation, based out of Nutley, New Jersey. 10 years of Davey Mack, the #1 manager in the IWF. So work or shoot, please.
Well, if I say real or fake again, I will shoot myself for you.
Thank you.
Now, just a couple things. If this had been a shoot and Fez had been harassed after the O&A show, before the Ron and Fez show, there is a snowball's chance in hell that the first we would have heard of this incident would have been the next day on the O&A show. Fez would not have held that in. He would have, you know what I mean? Like, he would have made it a bit right away.
Right. And he wouldn't have gotten harassed.
Even if
we loved him.
Even if they had groped him and felt him up. Every instance we hear of Fez having a problem with somebody, when it comes to the suits, Fez does everything he can to save that person's job. Even when Troy Kwan said some of the most hateful stuff he could about Fez, Fez went out of his way to go, I don't want the guy fired. And that's on the record.
I didn't know about any of this.
Troy Kwan will say it to you. It may have been a little bit past your time, but it was just, Sam set up Troy Kwan. He said some stuff about Fez because it was who had a crush on Troy. And then Fez went out of his way to go to HR and make sure Troy did not get fired.
What did he say? Real quick.
I don't remember all the details.
All right,
it
that's
was
fine,
very homophobic.
I have Private Eye Dave has some investigating to do apparently.
So, but on that note, we will let the audience listen to it. And Dave, as we do, I did have a question about your IW. Did I see you won Wrestler of the Year?
No.
Oh.
Were you just trying to set me up to kick me in the balls, you piece of shit? Because I was nominated. My men, the Atkins brothers, Robert and Brian Atkins, who have achieved everything that a wrestler can achieve in the IWF. World Heavyweight Champions, bingo. North American Champions, bingo. Tag Team Champions, bingo. Ivy League Amateur Wrestling All-Americans, the Atkins brothers. And the kind of year that they had where they were dripping with gold. And all of a sudden, late in the poll was up for 1 week. The nominations were the Atkins brothers, former World Heavyweight Champion, the Dark Oracle Sage, Patrick Sanchez, the up-and-coming 5-star athlete, and Michelle D, the #1 female in the IWF, the #1 woman in the IWF. Atkins brothers were leading the poll the entire time. And then late in the game, Michelle D comes in and wins. I want to get something very clear. And I don't know if you weren't aware of the results, Robert.
No, I wasn't.
That's why you thought I had won?
I mean, I just assumed because you seem to bring the most to the table. You're always doing something new and innovative for the sport. Like you said, all your wrestlers are that great. I just kind of assumed. I apologize.
The IWF even sent me on a FedEx the list and said, film a video of yourself reading off the list. Don't look at the list before you start shooting. So it's a surprise. So I was expecting the Atkins brothers to do it. Go check out the at Wrestling IWF on Twitter. You'll see the video that I retweeted it on at Eastside Dave. But so go check out that video because I'm reading the things live and then all of a sudden I go, Michelle D. With all due respect, Michelle D, the female, is better than the star-studded 5-star All-American Ivy League athletes, the phenoms, the Atkins brothers. Michelle D should be scrubbing the carrots, cooking the potatoes. Michelle D should be knitting the socks. Michelle D should be taking out the garbage. Michelle D should be putting the kids to bed. Michelle D is great at a lot of things. Vacuuming. All right. Dry cleaning. All right. These are the things that Michelle D is good at. As far as wrestling goes, we were screwed. The East Side Empire and the Atkins brothers were screwed because we won last year and we were expecting back-to-back championships.
On that note.
So, no, on that note, Michelle D, go back to the kitchen where you belong and let the men do the wrestling in the IWF.
And let the audience listen to this from the RNF and the ONA show. We'll be back to talk about the summation right after this.
JJ, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, boys, Big Ass 2014.
Hey, buddy.
Hoo-ah.
There's your big body number.
Hoo-ah. Yeah, I got to go with the hometown boy here, Brad Pitt. Stop spitting on the man's back to fake orgasm.
Brad Pitt, I don't think would be considered the definitive American actor, but he is on that definitive if you had to be with a guy list. Normally, I think Brad Pitt's name would pop up there.
He always is tops on that list, I think. I think he's #1 on that list.
Your list went on for pages and pages, I noticed. That was more of a book than a list.
I like to have options in case the Nazis get my mom and dad.
There's no Nazis. We got rid of them in 45. Diane, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, I have to say Bill Murray is the best American actor.
Where's your Ramon?
Oh, Ramon. He's awesome.
Don't force her into it, even though I appreciated the compliment.
She's a reverse pest.
She doesn't get the whole concept of being a pest.
I'll tell you right now, if I was those pests, I'd send a bunch of pizzas to Fez's house.
Don't send pizzas to my house. Don't give people ideas.
Cheeseburgers?
Fucking starving. What do we have? We got any cheeseburger pizzas, Earl?
No, we just ran out.
Why lie?
Let's go to Marcus in Asheville. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
How are y'all?
All right.
Hey, man. Yesterday, dude, Ron and Fez were just totally fucking dogging you guys, man, talking shit. What the hell's going on with that?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, boy.
Shut up.
It's in Human Resources' hands at this point.
So they're going to be kicked off?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Okay, so wait. So if they do get kicked off...
We're not allowed to talk about it.
But can we have, like, a show with Jimmy and some of the other guys from the Traveling Virus Tour, dude? That would fucking kick ass.
That would be fun, right?
That would be a blast.
Here's the bottom line, dude. Without giving away any details, I heard some of their show yesterday, and Fez referred to himself as gregarious. I mean, if that doesn't say what needs to be said, then nothing does, dude.
All right, let's just move on. Let's go to Jim. Jim, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, boys? How's it going today?
All righty.
Hey there.
All right, nice. I just wanted to bring up Ron and Fez. I know it's a dead subject, but if you guys listen to it, the pests were nailing them so bad that Ronnie had to actually jump on board and started setting up Fezzy just to Ramon him all day long. It was fucking hysterical.
What do you mean Ron was doing it?
Seriously, I mean, Ron was getting so disturbed by it that he would just start tuning in. He'd set up Fez, go, listen, I know we don't want to talk about it. And then all of a sudden his Fez would jump on board and start believing what he was saying. He'd hit him with the, Ramon! Fez is sucking hog, just all this stuff.
Ron was Ramoning Fez.
He was Ramon. He must have Ramoned Fez fell for it each time.
Seems like Ron's being smart in this whole thing and saving his own ass.
Oh.
Exactly. You know,
every man for himself.
Very politically correct.
Ron knows.
And,
Ron knows.
It was good shizzle. It was really good stuff to watch.
Yeah, Ron knows, though, in the end. He's saving his own ass.
Good.
When the shit goes down, he knows he still has a show. All right.
Good.
Thank you,
guys.
Jim.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Krista, what's up?
Hey, I apparently tuned in late, and I was trying to figure out what happened on Ron and Fez, and your call screener sent me to you because he didn't want to answer the question.
Yes, whatever.
Well, we're not allowed to talk about it on the air. It's in Human Resources' hands, but Ronnie's doing the right thing, it seems, with Fezzy, so.
And if you just listen to their show yesterday, you'll hear Fez actually refers to himself as gregarious.
All right.
And it sounds like I was listening in yesterday because I want to make sure, we don't have the same problem. And they were smart to keep it off the air for the most part. But you can tell that Ron is distancing himself from Fez at this point.
No matter what happens, I think Ron will be fine.
Right, and vice versa, though.
But,
So it'll all
Ron's worked with other people before anyway, hasn't he? Throughout the years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ron, and then...
It'll all come out soon, but we got to wait for Human Resources and what they think about the whole thing.
Okay.
So I don't know what to tell you.
Some people just tend to be,
we're very
a little too big for their britches and start interpreting things that are happening around the office as different. And it makes it uncomfortable for everybody involved.
And we're very, very disappointed, I got to tell you. Very disappointed. So, if they want to talk about it more, so be it. Let them talk away.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Do you have
have a good day.
But do you have any comment on that?
Not really.
What's your take?
What's my take? I have no idea.
Do you like those guys?
Huh?
Not really.
Hey, we said we would settle it on the air, but they ran to Human Resources first, so fine. We'll play that way then.
Don't say they, really.
Yeah.
Well, we know what we mean by they, but I have to be safe here and say they. That's what they're telling me.
Ronnie mans
it's
up.
They for now on.
And all of a sudden, Fez is gregarious.
Gregarious.
Yeah, he called himself gregarious.
Ask him; he'll tell you.
Right. He loves saying that.
All right, Krista.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
you
get
guys
home
have a
safe.
good day.
Godspeed.
It's a sad day. It's a sad day.
Bye.
Let's go to Tim in New York. Tim.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, love the show, guys. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Tim.
But I gotta call you out on something here.
Yeah.
nothing's going on with Ron and Fez.
Oh,
You guys are just making this up.
All right, wait and see.
Okay, it's in human resources. Opie, you're being a silly goose.
Well, watch the language.
All right, wait and see.
Dude, what are we gonna do? I mean, there's certain things that happen, and
just when you think you know the show, it takes a nice little twist and turn, right?
Right. You guys got nothing now, don't you?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
We have nothing on. We have nothing on what? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, nothing's going on with Ron and Fez. You guys are just kind of. It's one of your bits, Opie.
Yeah, you would know.
I'm gonna go before I crash. Punch it out.
All right, believe what you want there, buddy.
Yeah, whatever. It's a bit.
Jake the Snake, what's up?
Hey, we're here at RonFez.net. We've started a collaboration, and if Fezzy or Ron or anybody gets off of XM because of you, Opie, we're all going to cancel, and we're going to let Eric Logan know why.
Don't always blame me. Well,
apparently it has nothing to do with Anthony, and he's a pretty stand-up guy.
Don't always blame me, friend.
You don't have the guts to cancel.
Yeah.
I certainly do.
No, you don't.
All right.
I only sit through this show to listen to Ron and Fez.
No, you don't.
Much better show.
No, you don't. You're
Good
lying.
for you.
You're lying, dude.
All right, well,
I dare you to cancel.
We'll take another break, and we'll continue in...
I might be gone, so bye to everyone.
No.
It's 10:30, right?
Yes. It's 10. No, it's 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to Will in Minnesota. Will?
Okay, your past caller is propping you guys on how honest you guys are. You guys are fucking hack, horseshit motherfuckers, man. As bad as Howard. With this Ron and Fez bitch you got going, how honest are you guys? Seriously, how fucking honest are you?
In what way?
Oh, boy.
What do you mean in what way? I understand you guys got a bit going and we should all join in, but don't sit there in one breath and tell us oh, we need to wait and find out the You guys are full of shit, man.
All right, believe what you want.
You guys are hack motherfuckers.
Believe what you want. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, okay, keep it going. You fucking hacks, man. Later.
I'll tell you this much, Will. You don't know if it's real or not. You can hear it in your voice.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear that? Hacks, right?
All right, we should...
I can't end on that kind of call.
Rich in Pennsylvania.
Hey, guys, friends. I'm fans of both you guys and Ron and Fez. And apparently you guys were friends for a while.
Yeah.
Can't you guys just kiss and make up, work it out? You guys both have great shows, different shows, and I don't want to lose Ron and Fez, but I like you guys too.
That guy makes a good.
That's all I got.
It's
a good point.
I guess it'll be up to them.
All right.
It'll be up to them. You ask them that question today.
I'll do that. Have a good time off, guys.
All right, thank you. And I'll be listening very closely today, Rich.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right, guys.
All righty.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Check out opieandanthony.com for some fine videos and the new look. It's a new website, newly designed by Steve and the boys from foundrymusic.com.
Good job.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Ron and Fez show. Ron's here. Fez is here.
Hiya.
And Fez, look who came in, hopefully, with an olive branch for you. It's Anthony.
Jesse Jackson.
In my teeth, an olive branch. Yeah, just a little peace gesture between the shows.
That's nice.
Although I know I didn't ever have a problem with you guys.
Well,
never me.
It's you, of course, have always been there for Fez.
Exactly. I appreciate that. And you respect people. You respect people at the job, the coworkers. You respect people's bodies, and that's what I appreciate.
That's what I'm all about. Diversity, anything like that. Nothing bothers me like that. A lifestyle, things like that. Whatever you want to do.
Gay Chinese guy, you don't care.
I'm fine with it. No. I don't care. Yeah,
that's nice.
And I just I wanted to come in and say I have no problem with you guys. Now, Opie and Norton, you guys sort that out how you want.
Right.
I'm just here to say, I'm fine with you guys.
All right, that's beautiful, Fez.
I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate the fact that you can keep your hands to yourself.
And divide and conquer. Nothing better than divide and conquer.
Whatever works, right?
That's exactly right. Pull them apart. Well, Norton wasn't even there today.
No. He's off doing one of his ha-ha funny shows.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's always funny.
Whatever that is.
Right. And from what I understand, Opie won't be in for the next week.
Really? What are you saying?
Exactly. I'm saying that when things got settled in HR, people can call things vacations all they want, when maybe it's more like a suspension.
Suspension.
Mm-hmm. And who's here? I am.
You are here.
I'm here. Where's Opie and Norton next week?
Suspended.
Suspended. Not here.
I'm here, too, which shows that I wasn't suspended or anything.
Right.
I'm glad management was able to see that.
You know what? There's no reason for you to do the show all by yourself next week. That's too much.
No, that's why I asked Elo if I could just maybe take off some vacation time during the suspension, and he said sure.
I am so sorry you got caught up in this.
I didn't want to either, but it's part of radio. We all know it. You know, people that are your friends turn around the next day, the knife is in the back.
Grab ass should not be part of radio. Not
It
out
always
in the
has
hallways.
been.
Wait a minute.
During my whole career.
Maybe in here, when the mics are on, when the on-air light is lit, but not out in that hallway, not up against the lockers.
And obviously with listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah. We've always had that, pair of Who tickets on our cock. How are you going to win these, honey? How are you going to win these?
I'd be single if you couldn't grab ass with the listeners.
Oh, yeah, it would be impossible. You would never date. You would never know women.
Jesus.
It's just terrible. Wasn't Opie drunk coming in this morning? There was a rumor that he was drunk.
Things are being said. Different lifestyle, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen him like that. But, yeah, people smelling booze on his breath, slurring his words.
Why can't Fez seem to fit in? I notice wherever we go, Fez never gets the opportunity to sit at the cool table.
I'm a nice enough guy.
You are. You're good people.
I'm always there.
Yeah.
Always being tripped walking by the cool table.
Yeah.
Food ends up on the floor. He's got to clean it up as everyone laughs.
My book's knocked out of my hand.
All the time.
I just got to quit carrying books. There's not even any need for them here.
Why don't we do this?
Why do you come here to work with books?
That's a problem. Well, he carries them across his chest.
I know. I knocked a biology book out of his hand. It's radio.
Yeah. He doesn't need it anymore. Why don't we do this, Fez? Why don't you have a meltdown panic attack in front of Anthony so he sees that I don't make this shit up?
Because listening, you really get the impression that it's a theater of the mind.
Right.
And here goes a panic attack. You think it's back and you're going to ride a horse away and have some coconuts on the console to make little sounds.
I'm not creating a Foley studio.
A Foley studio, that's it.
For my panic attack.
Look, thunder! A big piece of sheet metal.
That makes me nervous.
That could be Earl's job over there. And then the dog came in. Woof, woof. Why don't you do that thing where you get your papers mixed up, and then it looks like you're going to faint. And you just...
No. Does he actually almost fall off his chair?
He starts all that, and then I have to do the old, yeah, exactly, Fez. I won't look at him until he settles himself like his cock accidentally popped out.
Here's how you know it starts. When I take both hands and latch onto the tabletop.
You gotta grab?
Yeah, because if I don't, it'll take off like a spaceship with me dangling on the outside of it.
This is why Opie's harassment and teasing and your little pests, it's not helpful for him.
No, not somebody in your delicate mental state.
No, it's one more thing that I don't need to worry about.
I think I should call off any pest attacks on Fezzy because it's not healthy.
Oh, like Fez said, they're a bunch of faggots anyway. He don't care.
I heard some of the stuff he was saying about faggots. They don't have the balls to come after him.
He lives on Roosevelt Island in the Manhattan building.
Yeah, a lot of that I was just saying to the guys in the back after the show.
Right. Terry, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, I was always wondering why you always give Fez such a hard time about cussing.
Well, I don't think the show needs to work blue. I understand the fact that we're on XM radio. I don't think he needs to lower himself to that kind of language.
Oh, I understand. I'm glad to hear that Anthony came on the show today because, y'all are like my two favorite shows. I really don't even listen to talk radio, but I drive all the time, and, I listen to both of you guys like nonstop, and I'm glad to hear y'all trying to work things out.
Well, Anthony, to me, Anthony and I have nothing to do with this. Man, I feel the same way about what's ever going on. I have no gripes towards Norton, certainly no gripes towards Opie. I'm not part of this. I'm not forcing people to take a vacation.
Well, it's not a vacation, first of all. It's a suspension. Even though it's probably more than I'm sure management even wants me saying. But I think it proved exactly who's going to be here next week. I am. I'll be here with you doing the show. Opie and Norton will be taking some time off to think about what they did.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez.
It's a Friday. Going to be a nice weekend weather-wise. And then I'm actually looking forward to next week. And how quiet it's going to be around here around 2:02 without a couple of grab-assers around to cause trouble.
Just drop it.
The fact that there's going to be a little suspension next week. You will not be hearing a live Opie and Anthony show next week on XM 202.
That's because they have vacation.
They have suspension. Is what it is.
It isn't.
You want to check on Opie and Norton during their vacation?
Yeah.
Check the fucko list, because that's where they're at, my friend.
What list?
The fucko list.
You stole that, too. That's not even yours.
You
have anything that's yours anymore?
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
You know what, Fezzy?
I have my dignity now.
Yeah, you do. I'm going to tell you something right now. You're going to end up destitute. You keep starting fights with everybody, and before you know it, people are going to turn on you, and then it's going to be the end of you.
Oh, that's not the way it's going to happen. The way this was resolved, with Norton and Opie not here next week on suspension, I feel a validation, Ronnie. It's a validation of my humanity. It's, everyone thought, oh, okay, Opie takes some privileges, Fez will be out the door if he causes any trouble.
Yeah?
I'm still sitting here. I'm the one who survived. First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking how I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong. And I learned how to carry on, and so you're back, huh? From outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second you'd be back here, Opie. Oh, go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble, Opie? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey! Who's standing here now? Who's the plaything now? I'm here, Fez Watley, survivor. Fucko list is where you're at. Take that. Took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. Now I hold up my head up high. What? You see me on 202. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with Hughes. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my lovin' for someone named Anthony. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around, Norton, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with your pain? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down for monster rain? Oh, no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Oh. Go on now, go! Walk out the door! Just turn around, Norton, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with all your pain? You think I crumble? You think I lay down for monster rain? Oh, no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my love to give, and I've got all my life to live, and I'll survive. I will survive. I have survived.
Did you just do a live fade out?
Yes. So that's just a little message to the boys that are on their alleged vacation.
Wow, that was awful.
Sometimes you just have to put it in song.
You know, at some points I thought you were doing a parody, but then it was just an homage. You were just singing line for line.
It was a homage. Part parody, part homage. And I feel good about it. I can finally walk around in this office with my head held up high instead of, doing a shame walk.
How do you know that song by heart? You're a guy that doesn't even know music, yet that song you can just sit there.
Sometimes I'm like a savant. It's just there.
Well, you're an idiot. I don't know about the savant part. All right, so you're all happy and...
I'm very happy the way this turned out.
Yeah.
Wiki said this is a victory for all of us.
So he's Don't ask, don't tell. But later, when it's just me and Earl, I'm going to tell.
Don't tell Earl anything.
I want to tell.
Don't
and then
tell.
He'll tell me.
It's like that. Earl, don't ask. Don't you ask.
Well, I'm telling, Earl.
No telling.
Why don't we just raise eyebrows?
I'll just have to spend the rest of the day with you two, so you never get a chance alone to talk.
Curtis, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, what's up? Was old Fezzy drinking again? Sounds like the old Mikey D days.
Yeah, my Fezzy gets a little crazy. I'm not going to lie to you.
Am I crazy or am I driven to this craziness? Does someone just drop me off at Crazy's doorstep? It's not my fault.
I don't even know what your metaphors mean. They're insane metaphors. Oh, here's our friend Opera Boy. Hey, Opera Boy.
Hey, I just wanted to let Fez know that the voice lessons I've been giving him have really paid off.
I think that was a little shot at the way you sing.
Yeah. He's done opera in Cleveland. Who hasn't? Who doesn't?
You?
Yeah, but just never been through Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
I've heard that.
Cleveland rocks. And sometimes I yell, disco sucks, as a way of showing those people. All right, Ron and Fez show, pulling into a Friday. Here is Andy. Andy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, this is Andy. I'm sorry, but Fez, I'm a switcher. I'm leaving Team Watley.
What?
You disgraced me.
You're leaving Team Watley. Well,
Yes.
guess what, Andy? I'll somehow survive.
Well, you destroyed me.
First I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong. I learned how to carry on, and so you're back.
All right, that's it. Stop. What? Stop. I can't hear it again. You got to do it once. That was plenty.
All right.
I mean, you're not going to sing it to Andy. You don't have a beef with him.
I'm making a statement towards Andy. Andy thinks Team Watley can't survive without him. Key word.
You don't have a dog in that fight.
Andy's going to find himself on a fucko list.
Roger, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, thanks so much for stopping that song. God, I was about to put a gun to my head. Look, I love you guys. I love O&A. I just want to put all this behind us, and the boys are on vacation now. And I'm
Vacation, Roger? Don't be so naive.
They're sitting there saying, you know what they're saying? Ramon, Fez is a shit dick.
Roger, you'll never make it as a pest. That's just too fucking hayseed and stupid and southern. Why go through the whole riff? Try to fucking join in with the kids.
If I just say the word Ramon.
People will like me. Hey, I've got a new organization that's taking me in. I'm a pest now. Brandon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Team Bennington all the way. Fez just turned into a total bag of dicks.
All right, come on, man. Don't be like that.
That's really immature. I'm sorry I don't have your support, Brandon. I'm sorry, but somehow, guess what? I'll learn how to survive. First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without Brandon by my side. I just spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to carry on, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go! Walk out the door, get! Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with
All right, it's enough. Please stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Barely got through the chorus.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Todd, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ronnie, Desi. First of all, that John Carr thing, don't we think, since he was supposed to be so fascinated with that this could have been a shot at his 15 minutes of fame? And secondly, Fezzi, you mentioned the word dignity. Are you not the man who shaved his head blue and spent a week with Elvish?
That is true, Fezzi. You have done some low things.
It was a whirlwind weekend. It wasn't an entire week.
I mean, you act like you are all about dignity.
Right.
And you have to be treated with dignity.
Right. I had to fight for my respect this week.
But haven't you licked a man's balls? Haven't you reamed an asshole or two?
That has nothing to do with dignity.
Aren't you filled with Benoit balls as we speak? What do you know of dignity?
I am not filled. I'm a survivor.
Don't
what?
do it. Don't do it. Stop it.
Who won?
There are no winners.
What?
What did Guns N' Roses say? What's so civil about a war anyway?
Personally, I'm willing to forget about this. I'm willing to be the bigger person now that it's been resolved. I hope it doesn't continue on. I hope maybe with some sensitivity training, Opie and Norton can eventually come back to 202.
Bruce, you're on Ron and Fez.
With O&A gone next week, what did it has to do with Ron Fez?
We're not.
Let Jimmy poke Fez's eye out and skull fuck him.
Oh, God, these guys are getting... They can't be real pests. They're so lame.
Yeah.
Please do me a favor. And when there's an actual thing going on, don't you folks give the calls and fucking represent. You've got no timing, no ability to do the voice.
I'm wondering about being played here because those are not like any pest I've ever heard.
Right. They're pussy pest.
The puss.
That doesn't bother you at all, Fez?
Oh, you know what? It really doesn't. It doesn't. You know why? Because I can rise above things. Mm-hmm. I've been through adversity before, and I know I can survive. First I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong. And I learned how to carry on, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here about with... Ow!
Oh! Turn it off.
Oh!
Turn it off.
Oh!
I gotta have more cowbell.
That one really hurt. I mean, you just whipped it at me.
Sometimes it's going to happen.
I think a rib is broken.
Don't worry, you're going to survive. You will survive. Don't do it. Turn it off.
You said.
I'm picking it back up.
You said I would
Turn
survive.
it off. Turn it off.
First I was afraid.
Stop. Turn it off. I'm going to fucking smash you with this. Hey, I got to tell you guys this yesterday. I go walking outside. Who's standing in front of our building right around the corner? Tony Bennett.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent sighting.
So I tried to call you back, Fez. I didn't have your number. So I called Earl and I go, hey, Earl, I'm right down on 7th. Tony Bennett's here. Tell Fez. He goes like this. He's talking with Dave. Click. He hangs up.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. Tony Bennett was down there talking with everybody. He sang a song. It was fucking great.
Earl, I don't care who it is that Ronnie cited. You have permission to interrupt any conversation with me and Eastside Dave.
Even if you're talking with Eastside Dave.
Yes. Ronnie could have spotted anyone. Ronnie could have spotted a dime on the sidewalk. You interrupt the conversation I'm having with Eastside Dave.
Chewed gum?
Chewed gum. Interrupt. If there is a Dentine sighting there. I miss Tony Bennett.
Oh, he was great, too. Met everybody, signed autographs, sang. He was fantastic.
I hear he's gregarious that way.
Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah. This Matt. Fez, man, I love you, dude, but I don't know what happened between you and Opie, but you can't rub salt in the wound, man, even if you did.
Matt, every time we move on with the conversation, one of you hasty callers brings it right back to that.
You're right.
So I want you to hang up and be this for the whole South. Hang up for the whole South so it doesn't come back up again. It's done. It happened.
It's been settled. There's been a suspension all next week. And, like all these things, one person survived. First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to carry on. And so you're back from outer space. I just turned, said, ow! I saw you going, ow! Sorry.
Keep it off. Keep it off.
Ow. God. I don't even know if this hand's moving now.
I'm going to tell you something right now, my friend.
What?
I'm going to end up taking your wallet.
Why? What does that got to do with any of it?
Only thing that hurts you is financial pain. That's the only thing that hurts you.
If I had one on me, you'd be welcome to it.
I'll check your socks. Check those baggy stank socks of yours.
Pockets only. You're only allowed to check pockets.
Whatever I find, I keep. Remember when your friends would say that? Whatever I find, I keep. You got any money? No. Whatever I find, fuck you. Get away from me. You're not going through my pockets to check.
I'm not a treasure hunt.
Drives you crazy. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I just wanted to kind of voice my support for Fez, and I wanted to ask him if he felt vindicated with the whole thing, and probably this isn't going to go beyond, this weekend.
All right, Fez, I want to drop this thing between you and Opie, but his question was, do you feel vindicated?
That's a very good question that Jay had, and yes, I do feel vindicated because I didn't know if I was going to make it through this week. It's been a long week, and somehow I was able to survive. First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to carry on, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second you'd be back here, Opie. Go on now, go! Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey! right here, standing here surviving. I'm not just someone that you can just take and bend over some couch anytime you feel like it. Get it, it's not happening. It's not going down that way. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my oh-so-broken heart. And I spent oh-so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. And now I hold my head up high, and now you see me on 202. I'm not that chained-up little person still in love with Hughes. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. And now I'm saving all my loving for someone named Anthony. Go on now, go! Walk out the door. Just turn around, Norton, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with all your pain? You think I crumble? You think I lay down for Monster Rain? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Ow! 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 That's the end of my show, donk.
We are back to talk about the end of the radio war, and it was kind of like the Velvet Revolution in that no shots were fired. It was kind of friendly the whole way through, and it feels like there wasn't any true controversy involved. But
well, it may be a bit of a Cold War, so to speak. You know, the sides were aware of each other, aware of what activity was happening, but no actual nukes were sent to either side.
Absolutely. Now, it one thing that was interesting to note in one of the passing days is Opie, as you pointed out earlier, couldn't really let the bit go without a jab or two getting in there. And he was saying things like, we'll see who the big boss is around here. We'll see what happens to Ron and Fez. Now, again, that may have been stoking the fire, doing the thing you were talking about where it's like, these guys have dealt with big things before, but they haven't dealt with us. Let's see if they're bad enough, you know. But it also felt like having to get one over. And the next day when Fez came on, he staunchly puts those rumors to rest. He's like, we'll see who's here next week. We'll see who's taking a forced vacation and who's here. Like, and would not let O&A almost get the chump up at the end. Like, it was very, for me, now maybe I'm misreading this and I'm going to let you comment in a second, but like, it very much felt like old school quick Fez thinking on his toes, knowing wrestling and radio better than Opie.
Basically saying that O&A won't get the last laugh is what you're saying.
Exactly. And like Opie's whole thing was like, we'll see how this goes. Nothing's going to happen to us. Maybe I'll take a vacation or something.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, Opie's not working this thing well. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but that's what's happened. He's not executing it. He's not setting up. He's not working it well.
Not at all.
It's not, things are not larger than life. It feels like it might be a little bit smaller than life. And you don't want to go smaller. You want to go bigger.
It did. So yeah, that part of it did feel like something may have occurred between Opie and Fez.
Yeah, maybe something happened. I mean, there was no, look, I didn't see any groping. I would be shocked if that occurred. What may have occurred was maybe a little ball busting and someone's feelings got hurt for real. But again, I don't know. I wasn't there. I mean, I was there, but I didn't see anything personally. Like, I didn't see anything directly between them.
No, and the only reason I even potentially bring that up is just from this point forward, it seems like there was a lot of back and forth between Opie and Fez. Like, Opie and Fez back and forth. You know what I mean? Whether it be bringing on Ron when Fez was feeling paranoid, like the world was abandoning him, and Ron was going to find a new co-host and not inviting Fez, or Fez getting hypnotized to be Opie and doing arguably the best radio he did in a year to make fun of Opie, to the day Fez left, pointing out that his issues on the radio were real, and he put it out there, and we were going to find out that a lot of these people who said they were the realest were the biggest phonies of all. like clearly a shot at Opie on Fez's last.
Well, you can't say that. You can't. You can't say that. No, he didn't say. Did he call out Opie by name?
He did not. But here's why I can say that, because on the day where Opie got fired for doing very much what the work was in this bit of sexual harassment.
Go ahead.
Fez tweeted, "Watley wins in the end." And it was his first tweet in like 3 years.
Is that true?
100%.
And that's the day Opie was actually fired?
It's the day Opie was actually fired.
All right. So then maybe, Fez realized that Opie was a bit of a phony. He is a phony. I mean, look, the guy said, hey, man, you can't leave the Opie and Anthony channel. You're such a great asset. You're a huge star. You're going to be a massive thing. Whatever you ever need in this business. And so when I took him up on that, I got nothing. I had his email, his phone call, his texts. I had everything. I tried a text. I tried an email. I tried a phone call. Nothing. Bupkis, crickets. Huh. So all of the absolute bullshit that I've done for you, for your show, when I wasn't paid by you, and I did a considerable amount, and especially with stunts that were not my idea, they were Opie's, but because I'm such a team player and was 20 years ago and I was in my 20s, I said, okay, I'll do it. I'm Mr. Team Player guy. I trust you, Mr. Successful Radio Billionaire, to, if I'm going to do this for you, look out for me. And when it was time to look out for the Dave, I honestly, with a lot of people, it's crickets. That's when I realized, oh, okay, everyone's actually in this for themselves. So, all right, I'll just do my own thing. And that's what we're doing with this show, Davey Mac Sports Program, Modern Day Man. And that's why they are all going extremely well. And that's why my optimism is through the roof right now. I've realized friendship really is a two-way street. And one of the things that separates me from people that I know is that when friends have asked me for help, I don't stop until I give my friend help. I am not the guy who will say, I'll see what I can do, and then that's it. I'll see what I can do, or, hey, let me talk to somebody, and then you never hear from the person again. That is so not helping a so-called friend. It's not even funny. And I've had some of that, honestly, happen to me in the last couple of years where I've reached out, made myself vulnerable, and be like, hey, I can use it. Well, yeah, I'll see what I can do. Okay. And I'm not even going to say names. All right. Because it's probably not even the people you're thinking about, honestly. Probably not. But there have been a lot of people that show you, Fez is right. There's a lot of people that show you where like how real is the friendship. Because if people, friendship is a two-way street.
Yeah.
And if people aren't getting back to you, they're probably not your friends. So I give Fez a lot of credit then, if that's what he said, because there's a lot of fake, phony people in the entertainment industry. And you find out very quickly, oh man, it's just so much selfish behavior. It's just, it's nauseating.
I was going to say the opposite's true for you, but then you kept going and I didn't get a chance to get it in. And so I apologize for not getting in, but the opposite is true for you. And I think that's what you've built. If you look at the Davey Mac empire outside of wrestling, like the guys that are there. I mean, I reached out to Roy Christmas Eve to hook me up with a Christmas Eve song and just was like, can you do a quick piano riff? And he sent back a full rendition because he's a team player. And like we
help people. We don't go, I'll see what I can do. That's actually not help. We help you. If someone asks for help, I'll give you my help.
Exactly. So much so that like, even when people do put you on the pay no mind list, like we don't blast it. Like, you know what I mean? Even guys that I've reached out to that have been been good to, had every opportunity to blast, put you on the pay no mind list. And we're still not going to put them on blast because we're above that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I got no enemies in 2026. I got a lot of joy, and I got a lot of hope and optimism, because I really feel like it's just going to be a kick-ass year, since everything has kind of been kick-ass the last 6 months of 2025. I know everyone else is apparently miserable, but the last 6 months of 2025 is actually quite good, and I see the momentum actually continuing and even getting bigger in 2026. So I'm rather happy.
And honestly, if you look at this episode, it's kind of the same situation. Like, sure, on paper, the way it resolves is Fez does an I will survive bit. Anthony comes on the show to show there's no real harsh issues. And it seems like it was a work to get these guys a vacation week. But in reality, if you look at the overall trends, like if this had been 2 years prior, it would have been O&A running all over the Ron and Fez show, because you guys hadn't built that fan base up yet, like between the two shows and things like that. I think this started as a work where Opie was like, oh yeah, we'll pretend we have a fake war. We'll get these guys a little cross promo. And they quickly learned which way the fan base was trending, and it wasn't towards the O&A show. Sure, some Ramon phone calls got in, but it was more doing the bit. There's one phone call that they thought was a Ramon you guys took, and it was literally a woman just trying to talk about whatever topic.
I know.
Like, what about
that whole era must have been very difficult for men named Ramon. Or it sucks that the actual Ramones weren't around anymore, because I think Joey and Johnny at least were dead by the time Ramon was a thing. So that's kind of sad to me, because that would have been great if they could have gotten the Ramones at like an O&A
and a Ramon, yeah, exactly. But the woman was
like, all right, that was my Joey Ramone for 2 seconds.
The woman was basically like, Ramon, I think Fez is pretty good at this, and everybody should be nicer to him. But so I think if you were Opie, who cared about that kind of thing, you saw the writing on the wall right away. Whereas if you were one of the other guys who didn't really give a shit, it was just, oh, cool. You know what I mean? Like, the fan base had a fun thing to do, and you could kind of see the writing there.
Okay.
What do you think?
Fair. Well, what do I think about what?
Because this was in August of that year. So do you think it felt like this might be a shift for Opie in general? Like,
so you're saying, so are you asking me? See, what you need to focus on next week is having questions, because I don't know exactly what your questions are, but are you asking me that this is a defining time for maybe the decline of Opie and Anthony? Is this a meta existential question where, because he started something with another radio show, but then found out very quickly that Ron and Fez were ultra popular, which we were at the time, that precipitated a slow de-evolution into madness by Opie, culminating in his dismissal from Sirius XM years later. Is that what you're saying? Because that's an interesting meta take, if that's what you're saying.
It feels like if I said all that, you would just say yes or no. So I was hoping you would have expanded all that and go, yeah, I guess from a meta perspective. But yeah, that is what I'm getting at. Almost like when Mickey was setting up Rocky not to fight the best punchers because he knew he couldn't fight as well.
Let me discuss. I think that Opie was surprised at how popular we were because, like I said, the Tito's Vodka episode, you don't blurt that out when you're a guy that proud, when you're a guy who's literally made a career of bragging about your ratings books. You know, like, I hate to say it, but, you know, that's a very radio thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it sometimes can come across odd. But anyway, you know, Opie's into the ratings, he's into the books. It was very surprising that he said, no wonder more people are listening to Ron Fez than us on the air. So I don't know. Maybe there was something between, maybe there was a little thing with Opie, like, hey man, these guys are really, really good. Really, if not great. And a lot of people talk about them. And there's plenty of people who say maybe even funnier.
Yeah. And if you take a look, like you've mentioned before, how Opie used to treat you like, oh, this guy's amazing, he can do anything. And then it kind of became like pay no mind. Whereas, if you think, was he looking at it like, oh, that's Ron and Fez's guy, I can't give him the shine. Sam Roberts, the Nagels of the world kind of got everything in the wake.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. I don't know. It's it is what it is. I'm not bitter about it because I don't really care. It's interesting to think about, though. It is interesting to think about. But what I would say is, if it comes to like who's more entertaining, Opie or Fez, I mean, come on. That's not even a contest, with all due respect. So it's sort of, where was he going to win? Because Opie's not going to, Opie versus Ron in some battle of wits, he would have gotten pulverized. He'd be running around naked. Like, this is a disturbing image, but the Vietnamese lady who had just had her village bombed. Like, that's what Opie would happen with a War of Words with Ron. So then that leaves me. You kidding? Not only am I faster and quicker than Opie, but I'm crazy. And yeah, that's when, because he, hey, Dave, I got this idea. Why don't we put the stuff up your ass? Okay. I think you could, any one of your zillions of other producers could do it, but you're asking me to do this for your channel, and I'm 28/7, so okay. But what I would do is take the R2D2 and shove it up his ass. And there wouldn't be a fucking thing he could do about it, because I can overpower him. He's a little weakling. I'm 6'2", and I lift weights every day. So I would just take my action figure, and I would treat Opie like Roberto the puppet with my hand squarely up his opening. That's what I would do. So Opie versus Earl? Now, finally, maybe we would have a matchup that is somewhat on equal footing. But I have to tell you, I actually think Earl would have most people on his side. Plus, if Earl decided to go into a musical direction, we all know his hit Jets fans.
Oh my God, yeah.
We all know the sultry voice, the Barry White-esque voice of Earl Douglas. So in other words, if it was Earl versus Opie, if Earl just went into a musical direction, he'd win that. So who from Ron and Fez is Opie taken down? Is he better than? Who? Chris Stanley?
No.
I wouldn't say that either. So I'm asking the question.
No, and
No, wait a second. Don't shoot the messenger, Robert. No. Let me see your hands. Hands up. All right, you don't have a gun in those hands, right?
No.
Don't shoot the messenger, bro. I'm just saying, if this was a one-on-one thing, he couldn't win that.
No, and honestly, I think going back to the meta thing, if you look at it from this point forward, it's a lot of Ron kind of being like, we're the little brother because we want to be. Like, he points out that if this was a show versus show thing too, I don't think it would end the way a lot of people think. And like a lot of the kind of quippy comments he makes when O&A will get snipey, he'll make comments like, let me guess, Norton said something about a bucket of AIDS. How quickly he's able to just deconstruct those people. It was almost like, all right, good point, Mr. B.
How would they possibly beat us show versus show? I showed that 6 O&A producers couldn't duct tape me to a chair. I was able to literally chase them out of the studio by myself, to the point where they had to bring in the karate guy. So forget about it. And that was before Chris Stanley was on board. So if we have Chris Stanley, myself, Earl, the right kind of interns, I'm talking a Scruffy, I'm talking a Nico,
a Pepper Hicks even.
He's part of the team, you dummy. I included him as one of the producers.
Oh.
But I'm saying, if it was me, Earl, Chris Pepper Stanley's producers, combined with the right interns like a Scruffy, a Nico, let me think about a couple other ones. We would any competition. If you set up a sports competition against O&A, we'd kill them. If you set up a stunt competition, we'd kill them. If you set up a radio production thing, we would kill them. If you set up guys are in charge of doing 5 comedy sketches for the air, we would kill them.
Even just a war of the words.
Maybe actually what we've learned, because I'm going to do a new bit on Tales from the Satellite where we end our show with, what did we learn today? This is a brand new bit that's never been done before. Never been done. What do you mean? What were you looking? Your face. Your face looked like it was doubting my claims.
Face.
All right.
My focus. I got to learn this.
So something that's never been done in the history of radio. What did I learn today? And
what's that you're doing with your hand?
It's
Are you envisioning like a shooting star?
Yeah. What did I learn? Like the font.
Okay. Yeah. Just
what did we? Yeah. Like NBC. One to grow on. And what we learned, Robert, is that somewhere around 2007, according to the audio, to the confessions, to the evidence. Unfortunately, it was around 2007 where the Ron and Fez show overtook the Opie and Anthony show.
It's almost like when you're doing play wrestling with your little brother, and all of a sudden he's almost able to pin you, and you go, "Oh shit, we're not going to play wrestle anymore."
Exactly. Owen Hart finally kicking Bret Hart's ass. Just because Bret's you're the older brother. You're the 5-time champion. You know what? Good for Owen Hart. And don't you make any falling from the balcony jokes.
Say, you know what Bret did to get him back?
Listen, we're not making any Owen Hart falling from the rafters jokes.
No. And with that, it's good to ring in the new year with this episode. The ball dropped like a Hart brother from the rafters. We ring in 2026. Dave, tell them what you got going on.
Outside of going to church and lighting a candle for Owen Hart and saying an act of contrition because of what you just said, what I've got going on is Modern Day Man every Friday. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/@moderndaymanshow. Subscribe, like every video, share every video, share with everyone you know, period. If you like Ron and Fez, we're going in that direction, but different. We're bringing in some other sensibilities that we have, both through improv, in addition to radio and all that kind of stuff. So Robert brings in fantastic post-production. Go check out the show. It is an absolute winner. It's the best. It's probably the best show, the best new show of 2025. Modern Day Man. Davey Mac Sports Program is going on like gangbusters. I'm just telling you, it is. So share, like every episode, share every episode. Let people know, holy cow, DMSP has never been better. And that'll do it. That'll do it for me. That's all the plugs that I have, Robert.
And for me, definitely check out all the shows Dave mentioned. If you want to find out where I'm doing stand-up, follow me at Bobby Tamburo across the social media. We got some fun things coming up, like Laughing Stock Comedy Club in PA February 7th, I believe. Come to that one. I'm headlining. If I don't sell enough tickets, I am going to shoot myself out of this work. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I don't have a positive one there. That's just, if you don't buy tickets, I'm going to kill myself. Dave, you want to send them out?
I want to send out everyone with a happy new year. Thanks for watching and listening to Tales from the Satellite. And I hope you all have a great 2026. I have good feelings that it's going to be a terrific year. See you.
Let's have a radio war against O&A. I'll put you up against any fucking stunt of anybody on their show. O&A have a rude staff. The producers are always rude to you guys and act like they're above you. And today, like Popeye, you had all you could stand and you can't stand no more. What's happening with Cream Pie?
Cream Pie Jones is some fucking new intern. Game on!
Game on.
Cream Pie Jones versus Eastside Dave.
I definitely.
Game on! That's right! You want this, Cream Pie? You're gonna get it, baby! I'm fucking 190 pounds of twisted Irish steel.
Radio Wars has requested it. Seaside Dave of Ron and Fez versus Cream Pie Jones of O and A of the mayonnaise hat and the trouble DNA.
Radio Wars! See Dave pick up a Stewie shit. Game on! Radio Wars! Are you ready to look at your dream maker? Say you're ready. Radio Wars!